people here already. I didn't think they would be here so early. Nevertheless, the time is upon us, isn't it? Am I getting through to you? Can you hear me? Very well.
I can only keep that up for so long. All right. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. It is so good to have you here. If we have not met before, I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. And since last we caught up, let's take a look-see. We have a follow from Enigma GP, ZZ Gunsdan, Ducker 345, and Kite Vivo. Thank you so much for the follows. Can we get some love in the chat for new followers? How you all doing today? Strawberry just scare. Boo. Oh my gosh. Oh my gee golly jeepers. Oh my goodness. Chat. Real quick. Was anyone here in Cottontail's stream just a bit ago? That's not what my hand was doing. I'm actually pointing. Yeah. Was anyone here in Cottontail VA's stream just a minute ago? With the new, no reason. No reason. Just, Cotton's a lot cuter than she lets on. We'll just say that. How y'all doing today? It's a just chatting day. I look forward to these days. What's on your minds? What's on your hearts? What's going on? Have you... Why do I ask? Well, oh, thanks for that, Pats. Well, I was there for a little bit, and like I said, Cottontail's a lot cuter than she lets on. Oh, saw Taiga's version of it. Yeah! So Taiga apparently has had interest in that song in particular for a little while, and I lent them a performance version, and holy wow, did they put that to good use. Like, dang. And then I found out today that the video was up. Hello, Vermouth Olive. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Yeah. Taiga nailed the cover. Cotton's stream today is very cute. And today is my last day of stream before I fly out to San Diego for TwitchCon. One Audie, please. I have already delivered. Hello, Valenak. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Hello, Ciela. Good to see you, too. How y'all doing? Well, I'm going to have another little sip of my almond milk. Pretty good. Just a bit short on sleep. Please do get some rest tonight if you can. How many of you are here from, like, Europe? Or somewhere where it's like that? What did we think of Cotton? Well, I thought that she was being adorable. But you're free to make your own opinion. Unless you need me to do that for you as well, so you don't fright your little head about it. Mimi, aw. Wait, that's cute. Oh no. You know, I wonder. I wonder if one of these days I just need to, like, resting your head on someone's lap, like ASMR or something. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Kaidi. I'm nervous-sighted for TwitchCon. I always am. But, like, this year feels this year feels different in that I've been managing a lot of anxiety in general lately. So I feel like I'm even more anxious than before, which is weird because, like, things have only ever gotten more wonderful every year at TwitchCon. And the fact that it's back in San Diego and not in Everything Smells Like Cigarettes Land, that being Las Vegas, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good time. That is a stream and a half right there. Oh, geez, yeah. Hello, Artsy, the guest. Good to see you. Honestly, I'm trying to think about things that I might do differently this time. I know there's things that I need to pack for friends. And I know that there are things. Hello, Mish. Good to see you again. Yeah, there are things that I need to pack for friends. And there's a few things that I want to pack just in general. Like, I think I have something that I need to deliver to a friend from another friend that is not able to make it. And then I have some gifts that I've been collecting for a friend that I haven't seen directly for years. And then I got into some meet and greets, so I got into Noomies. So I'm gonna bring the CDs that I have and get her to sign them because I'm basic. Why did that hurt my voice? But yeah, take photos if I can. So I'll try to take some photos. Please understand that a lot of my... Seven. Hello, Machan. I hope you're doing well today. What's it? Like, I'll take pictures where I can. Given that I'm going to be surrounded by a lot of VTubers, I'm not sure how many pictures I'll be able to necessarily take, but I can try. It's going to be weird going back to San Diego for TwitchCon, because, like, I remember the first year, Numi is pretty, but I was like, have you seen us next to each other? Like, I appreciate the gesture, but, like, oh my, TwitchCon reminds me of something. Yeah, what's up? What's on your mind? What's on your mind, darling? You're biased. Clearly. Oh, yeah, sure. Please do. But yeah, I'm nervous-sighted. I'm gonna take pictures. So, my manager asked if I was gonna vlog any part of TwitchCon, and honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Because, like, when I'm at cons, I try to just capture the moment. Like, I just want to be in that moment. I'm really bad at, like, filming things for vlogs or content or things like that. It could be fun, but I feel like I'd almost rather, like, pay someone else to do it. Let's see. You're also the one that introduced me to Numi and other VTubers, so technically, well, I don't know, that just means I'm a first. Wait. Also, Nightcover has been deeply stuck in my head for the last few days. I love it, you and Matardit. Thank you so much, Ciela. Yeah, honestly, like, I feel like, that song could not have been as good as it was without Matara on it. Not just because she basically wrote the lyrics, but also because, like, her delivery was just so perfect on it. GLMD, good to see you. Come to Enter for fun. There's surely always, think about that about someone, gonna be someone vlogging it. I mean, it makes sense. It's content. That's a fine thing. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. Let's see. Words are failing me. I'm doing good. I've been managing my anxiety, interestingly, this week. In fact, today I've got a bit of a conundrum. Specifically, I may cancel going to dance class tonight in order to really make sure that I've packed. Hydrate, that I can do. Cheers, love. Made that one fancy for free. Think about that, Pats. Today I, for no reason, started to sort my Eurobeat playlist, and I haven't touched that list in like oh gosh. That's gotta be a lot to manage. Oh yeah. Also, who here saw the official Pata Pata routine from Starfire for Strawberry Girl? Think about that, Pats. So the nightclub Starfire has created a routine and shown, the work for how to do Pata Pata for Strawberry Girl. Thank you, Fiberpunk. What a name. You know, normally I hate ads, but I'm the only one that thinks the apartment.com ads are actually usually pretty funny. Yeah, sometimes. Finally finished an edit of a time track. Really excited to get out there. Let's go. Let's get it. But yeah, for those who don't know, there is now a routine for Strawberry Girl, and I plan to learn it. I know this because Densetsu let me know the other day. There it is there. I'm gonna pin it. And yeah. Also, hello again. Good to see you. Yeah, Stroby Dents. This is a pretty big deal because, like, Starfire, if I'm not mistaken, is pretty influential in terms of, like, modern Pata circles. So, I'm gonna be adding this to the repertoire of songs I made that I also know the dances to. The title's in the workshop. But, I'm really glad for it. I'm really happy. I very seldom expect my individual works to receive routines. What's Pata? I saw the channel in Discord, wasn't sure. That's a fair question, Kaide. So, Pata is a type of dance that is done to Eurobeat and trance and hyper techno and Italo disco, things like that. It emphasizes upper body movements as opposed to footwork. So usually, you know, your feet will be like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Sometimes you'll step forward and then back. But for the most part, it's mostly just to do with upper body stuff. It used to be a lot. Well, it's more like arm motions. Hey, Trapmaster, good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Starfire is like the only other big Eurobeat club that I know that still holds Pata events other than Maharaja. That makes sense. So it's something you can do sitting down? No. You need to be up on your feet to go. I mean, I imagine there's ways to adjust it to be danced from sitting down. Like, if you can't help it, you'd probably do the arm motions in theory, but actually, maybe you could do it sitting down. Are you doing a set at Starfire Club 1? I don't think it works like that. I think Starfire is an event at a venue, and I'm not entirely sure what the venue is. Here's the thing, though. If ever there is a time for me to do a live Eurobeat set at one of the Japanese clubs or venues like that, I am there in a heartbeat. I adore the times that I've been to Japan, and I would love to go back. I haven't been since, you know, the upgrade to 2.0. But I'd like to go. Agefare is actually coming up. Ooh! What an interesting event, honestly. Like, because it was based on Ageha and then Velfar, right? Or Nikofar. And then they kind of fused together, and now it's two kind of defunct clubs celebrating things. I wonder how things are going to go with Cell Octagon. Ageha x Velfar. Yeah, I thought so. Honestly, doing Pata dance in a strawberry outfit when... I mean, I have this... I have basically this dress, but it's more pink than white. Actually, it's the outfit that I got for TwitchCon last year, coincidentally, and now I get to wear it! Yay! Yeah. Past few days I managed to get myself to work on music. It's been great. Good! Congratulations! I needed to edit some, too many takes from some vocalists that did too little practice. Aw. I hope that goes okay. Sounds adorable. Hope it goes well, and I hope packing tonight is easy. I think it will be, since I'm going to take a little bit more of my time to really double check. You know, I'm going to be gone Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Do I have doubles of these? Do I have extra sets of these? Do I have an alternative if the weather goes bad? Do I have an umbrella if the weather goes bad? Now all I have left is the bridge and ending. Right on. Good on ya. Sorry, I'm eating string cheese. Yeah. I mean, worst case, you can most likely just buy most things at a store. Yeah, I could. The location for TwitchCon is pretty convenient for that. It's not so far away that you can't get to like a convenience store or a grocery store. Doing way better than yesterday. Yesterday was just one of those weird emotional days. That's fair. That makes sense. Some days are just like that. I know today, earlier, I actually had a pretty nasty little bout of anxiety. It's like, I have nothing to be anxious about. I I have plenty of time to do whatever I need to do, and people are being patient with me, so we're fine. Uh-huh. You're gonna make me anxious anyway, aren't you? You know it, babe. That was supposed to be a point. You know it, babe. Just... It's weird, but we're getting through it. We're getting past it. Not past it, past it. P-Y-A-S-T. And how far away is it from me? Can you visit me? I can let you know my booking rates for performances, but appearances probably as well. But if you come on over to... Actually, Erojiraya, if you come over to TwitchCon, you know Matara's there too, you know. You wouldn't just be seeing me. Although you would be able to see me in a maid dress on Saturday. Because that's just a thing. I also have some almonds here. Remind me of Valley Girls. I'm getting high school. I'm sorry. Here's the thing. I like to evoke Valley Girls in aesthetic, but not in treatment of others. I don't know, like... If I had the confidence to be preppy, I would. But a lot of things that come from anxiety tend to be worries over things that matter less than they seem. I'm sure you'll be perfectly fine. Yeah. Or trying to overthink. Like, or trying to anticipate. Because, I hate to put it this way, I have been anxious about things that turned out to be exactly as I predicted them to be. When will Audie wear a giant strawberry costume? Why? Type 2T, why would I wear a giant strawberry costume? I feel like you could probably just get me like a strawberry bikini. I'd wear that. Let me see how far away. If it's not by 10 minutes by foot, either way, I'm not going. Probably not. Probably not. Yeah. But I said it. I'll say it again. Hell, if anything, I still have a beach trip with you all to do from the Audithon rewards. Could be overdue. Listen, I am finally at a point where I'm comfortable being out in the world in a bikini. Like that's progress for me, you know? Like I'm gonna hold on to that for as long as I've got it. You want to wear a bikini? Do it. Wear it. They do make bikini bottoms that have like little skirts over them, or they have little covers or things like that. Some skirts are totally a thing. Still not comfy wearing a bikini. For me, it's mostly because it has a little wrap around it that kind of makes things ambiguous. So the comfy sweater and thigh highs. That's a good start. Ayo, skirted strawberry bikini with a green strap. Oh, bangers, 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 bangers. Right now, I want to spend my money on a 7-foot tall server. Ooh, okay. What kind of servers are you gonna run on it? I think I should have had a more substantial lunch. I know my girlfriend would drool over me in a bikini, but I just can't do it for her. Well, that's easy. Both of you wear a bikini. If it goes bad, then you're both there for each other. Love being ambiguous. Do I answer questions vaguely? Perhaps. 6,151. Yeah, it's a little bit of a ways. Better start walking. Currently in my skirt, hoodie, and thigh-high comfort fit. Let's go. I'm in sweatpants and a shirt. I was gonna do my makeup, but I ended up just doing skincare. I want to make a 100+ core server just because it'd be funny to have on in my room. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, Katie, you could even do, but it's just like, you know that picture? It's like, let's take ibuprofen together. It's like, let's wear skirts together. Sorry, let's wear bikinis together. Because you're gonna be there for each other, you know? I can finally run 10 Chrome. 10. Let's not get too wild with that. Let's not get too silly. You might be able to get closer to like 7 or 8. 10 is a little ambitious. Yum, 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 yum. What are you talking about? I don't know. We're talking about like servers and bikinis and how far San Diego is. I don't know. It's weird. That does remind me, I do need to bring some sort of swimsuit. I don't know. I don't know if where I'm staying will even have a pool or wherever I'm going will even have a pool, but I mean, if it does, then I want to be ready, you know? Bikini it girl. Okay, it girl is, oh, bikini IT girl. I mean, if you're doing IT in a bikini, then you really are the it girl, you know? Like, you're just kind of,
Yes, dear?
could wear summer anise bikini from Nikkei. Okay. Let me take a look, see. Honestly, in bikini again when? Pretty soon. At some point, I need to go back to the beach. Maybe it'll be too cold. I hope not. All right, let's take a look at, oh, this character. Okay. Why can't I see the full thing? That's just the thumbnail. I'm talking sparkling summer, yeah? Spacey, hello! Bats. Hello, how are you doing? Avanel, hello! Big sister Batgirl, right? Aw, how cute! Bats. How are y'all doing? What were you up to? Let's go ahead and get some love in the chat for CSO Spacey Bat _. And was that Avanil as well? Drawing pixel art. Let's go. And then we'll do shout out for Spacey Bat _. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I lack the patience to make pixel art good. I'm so glad that you're here, by the way. I know that you just got done with your stream. If you need to take care of yourself, you need to rest. If you need to take a nap, grab a meal, grab a bath or shower, whatever it is you got to do to take care of yourself, please make sure. We would love to have you here as well. And if you're new here from Spacey or Avanil or Violet, I am Odyssey of Odyssey Irby. I make Irby music that's been featured in Super Irby, Initial D, DDR, several VTubers, and the well-known Discord song, Howling at the Moon and such. Oh gosh, yeah, if you want dinner, if you want bath, or if you want me. No, if you want me, I'm already here. See? But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're having a fantastic time. I am very excited for TwitchCon this upcoming weekend. And we're talking about the servers and bikinis and the distance to San Diego, and we've gone in so many different directions. I don't know which way is going where. It's fun though. Dang, Erojai, you follow a lot of the VTubers that I know. I've been seeing you with like Matara, with Numi, with Tricky, with Bao. Quite the collector, aren't you? Anna's bikini. Well, I can't see the actual bikini. I would need a reference to like the actual look, because all I'm seeing is thumbnail. It's actually absolutely miraculous you can hold so many conversations up. It surprises me also. All right, let's see images. Oh Lord. I don't think I'm ready to rock Anis's swimsuit from Nikkei. I don't think I've got the Nikkei build. Not knocking myself. I don't think I'm unattractive. I just don't think I'm Nikkei girl built. What's this? Oh, got a spam message. Look at that. I've been impaled. All right. Not hers. Maybe she's kind of spatial. I don't know. Like, listen. If someone picks out a if someone picks out a swimsuit for me or buys it for me, I'm probably gonna at least try it on once. I'll put it that way. I like to be a good sport, but I don't know if I could do that. There's some logistics issues I would need to figure out. And I would need to be more than a little careful. I don't know. I would like to wear more bikinis, but I think I'm starting to get to that point where if I wanted to It's apparently National Cheeseburger Day, so ooh, I need to make a cheeseburger today then. I might need to pick up some things from the store that I forgot to pick up earlier in the week, so I might do that. It's 12:30 a.m. and I'm pretty wrecked. Have a good stream, Audie, and enjoy TwitchCon. I will, and I hope you have a good sleep, Anaheim Rose. Do you like being a good sport or a good girl?
Depends on the day, Cobalt. What do you feel like being for me, huh? Yeah?
Sakura Bloom in summer has a cute wrap and a parasol. I do like a parasol. There was that one cosplayer that outfit in a Cinders video, and damn, there was not a lot for the imagination. I think that's the thing for me, like... Okay. Also, quick show of hands. Who here... Oh, there's a gnat above me head, and not the one that hangs out with Finn. Why not be a good sport, girl? Be a good sport, and... I mean, that's just the Genki girl. That's just the Genki tomboy character. So, so, how many of you don't know that I'm trans? I'm starting to get to that point where I feel like I might need to evaluate where things are from here. How much progress will I make from here versus how much will I need to help things along? And I'm starting to look at...
Well, that depends, Avenel. Are you gonna hop over here on my knee and show me how good you can be? Maybe we could arrange something like that, huh?
I digress. By the sound of your voice and whatnot, I could have believed you were cis. I appreciate that. So I hold the finally, content for the only bats. I knew beforehand that you were trans since you were a big inspiration. Oh, no kidding. I'm honored, Katie. But yeah, no, it comes up from time to time, but, it's one of those things where I'm figuring out, how much I can work towards versus how much burger time. Bye-bye! Enjoy your burger. I'm at a point where I'm trying to figure out the logistics of, what I can do if I just hang in there on hormones a little longer versus, well, what can we do now? And I'm not going to get into the wild stuff, but bikinis are on my mind. Cute stuff is on my mind. How long have I been on HRT? So it hasn't always been a very high dose. I spent my first year on like intro level doses, but we're done with year 3 in a couple months into year 4. Let's see, so June, July, August, September, October. So 3 and almost a half years. I think stress has been holding me back from certain progress. That's okay. That's okay. By the way, I know this is not everyone's particular cup of almond milk to talk about. We can shift the subject if need be. So it's likely done a lot of work so far. I just don't know how you currently look. I don't know about that. There's definitely some progress I'd like to see that hasn't happened. Some part of me curses that first year not getting my blood work done faster and ramping things up. We don't gotta. Bikini time, yeah! I need to just pick up more bikinis that, have like the little skirt. Or like a wrap. I think that makes it easy enough. I'm starting to get comfy enough with my tummy. Like showing my tummy and such when in like crop tops or certain sports bras, things like that. So that we're at that point. So I'm at that level of comfy with the bikini. Pretty good with trans stuff due to having to help. So I appreciate that, Kaide. I'm actually pretty good with trans issues on my own. In my case, it's more just like my audience is not just how do I say it's. I don't think I've actually run the stats on what percentage of my audience is or is not LGBTQ. I wonder what the stats would be like on that. Like, I don't know. I mean, I know that a good chunk of my audience is not cishet. But let's see, like in some rom-com animes where they have a little skirt and like a little boob skirt. Oh, that's a peplum top. I mean, I get one for the boob too. I don't know. I'm not against wearing a bikini. How do we get to this? Anyway, TwitchCon. I'm excited for TwitchCon. I gotta pack a swimsuit. I think it might be Peplum, Aerodrya. Like, I thought I should in offering case of people pleaser. Bless and thank you, Kaide. The thing that I'm trying to balance is like how much of my audience cares about what I care about in this case. Like, there's plenty of stuff that I'd go on and on and on and on about if I thought that my audience would care. Sometimes I don't, and they don't have to. Like, a lot of people here are for Eurobeat. A lot of people are here for, you know, my red hair, certain jokes that I make, or the games that I play, or the other people that I hang out with, and that's fair. However, you know, I do also have an audience that it might be here for certain issues and certain discussions. Polyam, bi, and gender fluid, so absolutely far from cishet. Totally fair. I'm gonna take a sip. I'm already running low on almond milk. It does make sense. I personally joined since you've been nice to talk to in the Discord and just wanted to stop by. Aw, thank you. I don't know. I feel like I can be anything, so why not be kind? My community can be anything, so why not build it to be supportive? Just feels like a nice thing to do. Feels like the right thing to do, really. TwitchCon, right? So, I'm so excited because tomorrow I'm flying in the morning. I'm gonna see if I can get my my badge early enough and just hang out. And I'm already there's a friend that I've gone to the last couple of TwitchCons with who I will be bunking with again. This time a little closer to the San Diego venue, and I'm very excited about that because they're super fun to hang out with, and they love VTubers like to the same extent that I do, and we know a lot of the same ones, and we're excited about a lot of the same ones, and we get along super well, and that's just tomorrow. Like, that's tomorrow. And then, you know, I've got a little schedule in like a little spreadsheet. Every like half hour, I've got like, okay, here's what I'm doing then, here's what I'm doing this, here's what I'm doing that. Actually, is it by half hour? Pretty sure it's by half hour. I don't think I've got it by like 15 minutes. Yeah, from 8 to midnight, from Thursday to Monday. Just to make sure that I can hang out with lots and lots and lots of people. And not just people that are squarely in the VTuber space either. Like, I don't know, just I'm excited. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a weirdly, like, not as warm time as I thought it would be. Like, what's the weather slated for San Diego? San Diego. Looks like today it's peaking at 73, 73, 72, 75. It'll only get as high as like 80 on Monday. So like, I can actually dress kind of coolly for it. Which is fine. There's an outfit that I wanted to wear last year in Vegas, like the strawberry dress, oddly enough. Like, that was originally what I wanted to wear in Vegas for TwitchCon, with a little red cardigan, but I got the cardigan. I did not get the dress. So I actually had to rebuy it because they delivered it, but they didn't actually deliver it. Audie would rock the Carmen look. Yeah? You'd never find me, though. Will I be close to the beach there? I know the convention center is. I will not be disclosing the location of my hotel for hopefully obvious reasons. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. And I got into a bunch of meet and greets. So I got into Nubi's. I'm gonna have her sign one of my albums or more. I don't know. I'm excited. I want to see. How can no one find her? She has a big ass red hat. I mean, it's the same thing as Waldo. He's very distinctly dressed. And yet, he eludes us to this day. Sometimes you're just that good at hiding. Sometimes you just eat almonds in the middle of the stream. The power of getting lost in a crowd is powerful. Yeah, exactly. Every time I come home from school, whether I did work or not, I always feel tired somehow. That makes sense though, Daniel. I feel like even for extroverts, Even for extroverts, that, socializing takes energy, and interacting with people takes energy, and learning things takes energy. As well, the systems in place for school and places of employment and things like that, they tend to encourage quick fatigue. The fact that you're there for that long, doing that much or that little for that long, it's just like, you're gonna get tired one way or another, even if you're not doing much. Chalk it up to sleeping patterns, but still, yeah, there is also that. I hope that you're sleeping well, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited. Also feel like Carmen Sandiego. What is her deal anyway? Is she a spy? Is she a detective? I need to close this tab with Summer Anise Nikkei. I just got a really weird idea. I wonder if I need to commission an artist or two to try to draw me in the Nikkei style. Just like full scale, just absolutely bonkers TNA, like damn near spilling out of the outfit. But based on the classic art, like the red dress and such. I doubt anyone would complain, but I don't know how much crossover there is between Nikkei fans and oddities. Sounds very nice. Yeah, I doubt anyone's gonna be like, oh, I don't want that. So much as like, I don't know. Is he Red Hood's new costume? I did not. You'd be surprised. Yeah? Excuse me. Interesting. I do know that Red Hood, wasn't Red Hood one of Cinder's favorites? Okay. Nikkei, Red Hood. And there's crossover between your community and fighting games, if I'm not mistaken. There is a little bit, yeah. So, Rating Shark is a fan of fighting games and wrote that into the lyrics for Unmatched. I personally don't play a lot of fighting games, but I know there's a few folks. There are a few oddities that are in that community. I guess it's just not one of those things that's like, maybe I'm not conscious of the connection. Okay. Oh, that's a video. I thought it was Twitter. Okay. I see. Nonsense Red? Oh. Good Jiminy. I see it. She's holding a glass of red wine and the big gun and the garter that's choking her calf, her thigh. Listen, I've already got the sexual themes tag on my stream as it is, and I've been very clean. Well, for the most part. I'm scared that even showing that, some asshole is gonna be like, she did the thing with the peepees. She did the thing with the peepees. Report. Because y'all know something's going down, right? Like, let's be real here. With the amount of VTubers that are getting smacked with warnings and bans and suspensions for X amount of time for sexual content that they're not actually doing, and channel deletions on YouTube for ASMR that isn't even like sexual in nature. No, not just Twitch. Not just Twitch. YouTube as well. Twitch and YouTube just decided, hey, screw them. So they're looking for anything. Any kernel, any nugget of like anything less than like Bible study with Jessa. And they're issuing bans and deleting entire channels. All it takes for someone to completely deplatform you is enough Tyga nearly lost his entire... Nearly? Tyga did lose his entire YouTube channel over those reasons. Yeah, that's not a nearly, that's a completely. I won't get too far into specific cases, but like, I'm trying to be a little bit more careful. And as much as I am going to a convention that celebrates Twitch, I'm also very critical. No, so they gave it back and then yoinked it again. In a really messed up case. Yeah, it's bad. So I'm trying to be careful. It's not like I've completely shut off any kind of spicy joke or not moaned, but I've left the tag on for basically that reason. I left that on because, like, fine, if I gotta leave that on to make a couple of spicy jokes a week, then so be it. But even then, even if I do something beyond that, I'm worried that the same kind of prick that knows that VTubers are the subject to open season right now will just be like, it's your turn. Lose everything you built. It sucks. So I'm trying to be careful is all. Like, I could make more jokes, so I'm not even gonna show that because they could be like, she's clearly naked, despite the fact that she's literally evidently wearing clothes and covered up. You're banned. It's like, no, she was clothed and also it was an ad and I was analyzing it. You're banned. I'm not excited for that, you know? So just trying to be a little bit careful. I'm sorry, I would love to show you what I'm seeing because goodness gracious, goals. That is one of those interesting things too. Like, I don't know, I look at a lot of these character designs and it's not like, and they're all supposed to be hot. And it's like, yeah, I know that I've really transitioned when it's like, oh wow, goals. Even Zen got a warning on an outfit. She's exactly our kinds. It's just a shame because like, some of you might remember me from when I was a lot more rated G or like PG. Like, so any of you who have been around since like version 1.0, you realize that this transformation, I didn't just transition into a woman, I transitioned into a thought. Like, I got a little spicier over time. I went from G to maybe PG-13. Towing that line. But like, I am not as spicy as your average VTuber. I'm not. Like, I have other things to talk about. I'm not out here, and by the way, that's not shade. That's not me being like other VTuber bad. It's that I choose, in most cases, to keep things a little bit more chill. I confirm as someone who watches a long list. That's fair. I mean, I love those VTubers. I'm gonna be seeing some of those VTubers, hopefully. I adore them. But my choice to not be one-to-one with the level of sexual content or sexual references or sexual themes, I guess would be the term, for my stream is a conscious one, for the most part. You're like pseudo-spicy at worst. I appreciate that, honestly. Like, I don't know. I've been a little bit scared to do too much with that. I mean, if I do the bikini stream, that'll be okay because Twitch and YouTube are perfectly fine with IRL boobs. They're very much okay with like the kind of thing that would get a VTuber banned permanently. We love the way you are, Odyssey. We'll just completely ignore the moan from yesterday. Well, I got more moans where that comes from. It's just more like, how do I say? There's more to what I do. And that's not to say that makes it inherently better, so much as like, I'm just trying to be cautious. Even if your channel got banned, we would I'll rally behind you until the end of time. That's a long time to defend me. I feel like after a while, I would probably encourage you to find other places. As much as that would hurt, much as that would suck, I would not want you to waste too much effort on me if things were truly irreversible. I have 69 battery life, nice. Yeah, no, like, that's the deal with that. I imagine, I kind of hope that someone at TwitchCon brings it to Mr. Clancy. Waiting for a re-debut then?
What do you know, Arrow? What do you know?
Barbara, oh, who's a good puppy? Who's a good puppy, Vieira? Pretty lovely. You got other qualities that people like than just being a streamer. I'm certain people are gonna bring it to his attention. Good. I hope so. Aw, yes, it's you. It's you. Okay, maybe that's a little spicy. But like, I don't know. I'm still gonna have a good time. It's not like I'm gonna be going to TwitchCon and just busting out the kind of thing. I was looking away from the stream and thought you had a dog for a moment. Oh yeah, they're in chat. I don't know. It was just interesting to. It's been interesting to navigate that because, like, I've kept the tag on my stream. I've thought about getting rid of it because I do think it might be getting in the way of reach. I have measurably seen lower numbers of people attending my streams because of it. On the same token, I think that beds. On the same token, there's kind of a clearance, a certain amount of go ahead that comes with that. It's like, okay, so now that's already there, now that we've kept that on there, we can do that.
Arrow Jediah? You little brat. Is that a fun idea? How kind of you to bring me a leash. And I think the collar will fit that much better on you, won't it, huh? Isn't that right, dear? See, that's more like it, huh? There you go. Bratty little...
Anyway, okay, maybe I see why the tag's on my Never mind, clearly it's well placed. Okay, myth busted. I digress. It's gonna be a good time at TwitchCon. I'm excited. I don't know, I like to joke like that to some extent, but if I was ever actually held to it, I don't know if I'd really be in much place to do it. Like, that's the thing with like one of the prank calls that we did previously. It's like, I can talk a lot of big game, but if I was ever held to it, like, okay, here's the thing. I can make all kinds of wild jokes like,
darling, if your body is an instrument, then I could play an absolute symphony on you.
And then I'd meet you in person and I'd be like, holding hands? Yeah, that's how you get pregnant. Like, there's that kind of mismatch. Like, when it comes to that kind of thing, I can be a good sport. Oh, I didn't get it. I can be a good sport, but I there comes a point where it's like, I'm scared and worried, and so I just stick to what I know. I stick to what I can talk about. And goodness. What were we on about? Spicy stuff, TwitchCon, bikinis. I really have become a VTuber. Oh yeah, an interesting thing. I don't know. There's a weird little like follow-up rant, I suppose I've got, if anyone's interested. Who here saw that video of David DiMarcantonio, Dave Dima, of, you know, the Eurobeat label? Who saw the interview with Dima? I thought it was really coincidental timing that video came out after the video that I did, or the rant that I did on stream about the Eurobeat community and where I stand with it lately. So, for those who don't know, I make Eurobeat music, and another producer, a long-standing producer in the Eurobeat world, is David DiMarcantonio, or Dave Dima. And he was interviewed recently, and there was a an interview on his channel, just asking various questions about like his history in the Eurobeat world and how he produces stuff. And one of the questions that came up was, what is your advice to up and coming producers? Actually, you know what? Maybe it's worth a watch, or even just the one section. Here we go. Let me see if I can pull it up, because I do know that I responded to someone who asked about it. That's not it. Right. Here it is. I'm gonna pause it, and then I'm gonna pause iTunes. Thank you for not pausing when I told you to pause, YouTube. All right, let me see if I can get it showing through Shoost. All right. I think... Excuse me. Actually, I think I can just do browser window. Yeah, here we go. That should be okay. Hello, Pixie! Welcome back! All right, is that gonna show? There it is. So, this is the video in question.
Prima cosa, non copiare assolutamente noi, cioè la vecchia guardia, chiamiamolo un po' così. Cercare di proporre cose nuove, nuovi suoni, nuovi arrangiamenti, non sempre i soliti. A livello anche di idee, di modernizzare un po' il tutto, anche se è difficile, perché a chi piace Eurobeat, secondo me, lo standard è quello lì, è difficile uscire dagli schemi. Perché in fondo, secondo me, Eurobeat è ancora un genere dove esiste una canzone,
A correct
una classica
song.
canzone, strofa, ponte, ritornello. C'è una costruzione di una canzone, non come invece può accadere in altri generi dance più attuali. Ok, mantenere comunque sempre una linea melodica.
I'm sorry, I won't spend too much more time on it.
Facile, comprensiva e efficace d'impatto. Questo è un po' come arrangiamenti.
Hey, Taro.
Usare anche soluzioni nuove, suoni nuovi, non ripetere solo quello che abbiamo fatto noi fino adesso da 20 anni. Ecco.
Okay, so here's the thing. The Eurobeat community has generally agreed that this is good advice, which I don't have a problem with Dima's advice at all. I have a problem with how readily the Eurobeat community accepted it as good advice. I had a little rant about it on Twitter this morning. I went into a little bit... Oh, thank you, Timber. And Pixie, to answer the question, we were just kind of chatting. We talked about bikinis and servers and TwitchCon and all kinds of stuff. Hearts, yay! And then let me do that wink real quick. All right. And there we go. All right, did the hydrate. Fancy hydrate. Right, so when in doubt, pinky out. Cheers, love. Okay. So, what I wrote on Twitter was the following. Dave Dima advises new producers not to emulate the older labels. If the Eurobeat community agrees, then I hope we will see more kindness towards indies, Toho Work, and J-Euro. Sadly, I am not counting on it. As a matter of fact, here. In my early days in the scene, plenty of my pressure to sound like the older labels came from the community. I remember more than once being called some wild things because of my lack of pedigree. I've also seen folks try to argue that recent indie Eurobeat works are literally not even Eurobeat, others calling subsets of the Eurobeat world spilled milk, not because they emulated the old labels, but because they apparently didn't do it well enough. Cynical as I sound, I really do hope minds open up in this space. Let me dive a little bit into some of that. For those who don't know, again, or just coming in, I make this stuff. I have been making it for nearly 20 years. I've been uploading my efforts at Eurobeat to the internet for longer than some of y'all might be alive. Which is a daunting thought. Then again, I'm a daunting thought. So, the attitude that I've seen from the general Eurobeat community, although apparently I've seen it from some portions of Japan as well. I remember seeing some tweets from Elementus of A1 where he was bemoaning that critics of his work suggested it's not Italian enough. Mind you, so A1 is a Japanese Eurobeat label. They're mostly active in the Toho Eurobeat series. In fact, they published the Toho Eurobeat series, but they've also been active in other collections as well. They also publish the works of other Eurobeat producers under that label. And Elementus, who is also from Soundholic, has a lot of opinions on that. Like, just about like, oh, you know, even fans in Japan are saying, it's not by Italians. It doesn't really count. It's not good enough. It's nice to know that, you know, even halfway across the planet, people can be so gatekeepy and full of crap. It's interesting. So the Eurobeat community seems to agree that with Dave Dima that new producers should not sound like the old producers. And I saw a comment basically saying like, yeah, you know, all these new producers, so many of these new producers feel like you just got to get the synth brass right and they just do a flying lead. And that in and of itself is not inaccurate. I think a lot of folks want to make Eurobeat and they get so focused on the sound design and the production side of it that they neglect the songwriting. However, I understand where their pressure to sound exactly like ABC, exactly like Delta, exactly like SCP comes from. I'm getting another spam call. I'm gonna let that ring. So the kinds of comments that come up for indie Eurobeat. I remember when Power of the Beast came out by Beast in Black, and that is a Eurobeat song. Do I have a recommended Eurobeat playlist on Spotify or another platform? I do not. There are plenty of great playlists on Spotify for Eurobeat, though. I think Dubs has quite a few. I hope I'm not misremembering. Yeah, Dubs has several upon several Spotify playlists based on what you're looking for, what you'd like to see. So, when Beast in Black came out, the YouTube comments were like, oh, this is Eurobeat. Listeners in Japan were like, oh, this is Eurobeat. Large portions of the Eurobeat community were like, oh, this is Eurobeat. Prominent heads in the Eurobeat community were, is it really, though? I think it's more synth rock, which, no, it's not. Okay, synth, you can add that to anything, and it's not rock. That is clearly dance. That is clearly Eurobeat. Like, on what grounds? Okay, so there's that. And then when I think about how people once referred to Toho Eurobeat, and I've heard references to it, I talked about how someone that I think highly of once called it spilled milk of the Eurobeat world, which clearly has still done some lasting damage. And then we talk about J-Euro. Just kidding, we don't actually talk about J-Euro, we neglect the absolute shit out of it. Despite the fact that plenty of the J-Euro labels sound immaculately like the labels that people want to listen to, even down to the songwriting, even down to the riffs. The very things that people claim to agree with Dima on, they will empty their entire bowels on another label, on another producer or label for daring to do. This is why I am not optimistic for the Eurobeat community to be properly receptive of Dima's advice. Like, I think about, there was a Eurobeat remix of Your Reality from Doki Doki Literature Club. And if you listen to it, it's not a bad remix. It's not a bad remix at all. The problem is you can hear the Night of Fire emphasis. you can hear the influence that Night of Fire had on it in certain progressions and the riff. And while I don't think that's inherently a bad thing, I think there's a lot of lost opportunity for what a more Your Reality version of the Eurobeat remix could be. It felt like it was more trying to smash Eurobeat and Your Reality together. Like a specific Eurobeat song, or as Dima suggested, maybe a correct song. So I understand the pressure of a lot of indie producers to sound like the old wave, because anytime they don't, it's brushed off, or it's insulted, or it's complete. Take care, Chatmaster. Thank you so much for popping in. It's crapped on. It's talked smack about. It's completely neglected. Connected. Thank you so much for the follow. I recognize you from my Discord server. I hope you're doing well today. Wait, that means I'm pretty sure you've heard my usual spiel, right? I'll spare it to you unless you request otherwise. But I don't know. It's just hard for me to believe the Eurobeat community, at least in the West. I don't know what kind of things are going on in Japan or other spaces where Eurobeat is. It's just hard for me to believe, because everything I've seen. Oh, thank you. Everything I've seen from the Eurobeat community would suggest exactly the opposite. I think part of why, I will also say this. Things are not nearly as hostile now as they used to be. We don't have people going out of their way to lie about me saying that I wanted to ponify Eurobeat and going, screw Jessa Stebbins, slur, 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 killed Eurobeat. We don't have people going around yelling at me, two Eurobeat producers, about my lack of pedigree. We don't have as many people going on to rate your music to crap on my work because it's brony related. But instead of active malice and harm, what we have is I'm sorry, I'll be done. I'll be done with the less than pleasant part of the rant shortly. It's no longer like that, but they just won't talk about it. They'll just say, "Oh, it doesn't really count. Oh, it's hypertechno. Oh, it's Eurodance." Pixie, I'm talking about an older instance where someone went out of their way to say, they went out of their way to mention me by name, by full legal name, and that I killed Eurobeat somehow for lacking a pedigree and making brony music, despite the fact that it was Eurobeatifying MLP. I've told you about that one before, I think. So the Eurobeat community is not as actively malicious as it used to be in that regard. But now we have, it's really synth rock. Well, it's really hyper techno. It's really just not Eurobeat. And even then, the comments that I've seen about don't bother producing Eurobeat if you don't have thank you for that, Butts. Several years of producing Italo disco. I've seen them. Just if you don't, that's the pedigree talk. The Eurobeat community has up to now furiously upheld the notion. I'm making yet another dumb joke, but I wonder why pedigree's dog food matters so much in this case. Because they're the only bitches barking about it. I admit I have not heard of you until recently, but everyone to whom I mentioned your old alias was extremely positive about you. I appreciate that, Valinek. And I'm not sitting here to suggest that, everything in the Eurobeat world is malice, bad, terrible, forever and ever. Plenty of people are great. And there is recognition of indie Eurobeat. There is recognition of J-Euro and Toho Eurobeat, much more so than there ever was. The community, as I've experienced it throughout the years, has not always been where it is now. And I guess it's because of that. I think it's because of old wounds, where I struggle to believe that the existing Eurobeat community will uphold that. I could be wrong. It could be that now that one of the old guard has said it, that suddenly everyone's like, great, let's listen to J-Euro, let's listen to indie stuff, let's listen to Toho Works and not crap on it. It could be that that's all it took. But even if it did, I really wish that we had these values ahead of time. I really wish that we looked at a genre that has a breadth and depth of production styles and drank it in as more. Drank it in as more Eurobeat, more good stuff from people that are calling it that, more good faith arguments that Eurobeat is Eurobeat, as Coinected said. It's just, I want to believe it. I do not want a Eurobeat community where the next wave of producers is treated as poorly as I was. Thank you for the head pats. Where like people went onto Facebook and to comment not on like my pages, but on my personals. You know, F me, I killed Eurobeat. If Dave Demas said something like that, would you take his advice? Daniel, yes, but only because I've been trying to take that advice before Dave Demas said it. And what I'm pointing to here is not that Dave Demas gave this advice, so much as I think plenty of people in the Eurobeat world have been already saying it, and the community at large is ignoring it. Or rather, has been ignoring it until now. Of course, if I brought this up in the Eurobeat community, I fear what kind of response I would get. Actually, I think I left one comment in, I think it was the Eurobeat Prime Discord. Did I? I feel like I did. I remember thinking about it for sure. Come on now. There's been a lot of discussion today. I think I might have just given it a miss. But yeah, no. I would take that advice, but I've been trying to take that advice for years now. I've been trying to take that advice for a hot minute. You know? Right now I'm trying to perform an initial D anime preservation project because of the English dub. They delisted it on all platforms. That's good. Please do go for it. I hope that you can save it. Irina Ren, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, raiders. How y'all doing? Raid Pog. Well, hello. I hope you're all doing well. Irina, how are you? How was your stream? Let's go ahead and get you a shout out real quick. There we go. Looks like you were just chatting. What were you chatting about, if you don't mind me asking? Have a great rest of your stream, and to remember to travel heavy, and always remember to double, triple check everything. That's fair. Yeah, quite a raid. Hope you're all doing well. Eurobeat JB2, I like your name. Let's see. Yeah, hope you're all doing well. Also, Rena, I know that you just got done with the stream. A bit of almond in my mouth. If you need to take care of yourself, you need to take a nap, have a rest, have a drink, have a meal, whatever it is you need to do, please take care of yourself. Of course, I'd love to have you stick around too. And if we haven't met before, hello, I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. I make Eurobeat music. My work has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matarcon, Avi Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and a particular Discord song that was remixed by The Living Tombstone. That is my voice and lyrics and melody that you hear. She is an AI, so doesn't need those things, so I guess she needs snacks. Well, everyone needs snacks. Irina Ren, thank you so much for the follow. I think I just gave you my usual spiel. I stream weekdays at 2 p.m. for the most part. Although, I'm glad that you popped in. Today is the last day that I'll be streaming before I head over to TwitchCon down in San Diego, which I'm very, 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 very excited about. And we're just hanging out until then. Archine's gifting a sub to Irina Run. Can we get some love in the chat? First of all, to Archine's for gifting 545 subs in this channel. And another 5 subs. Can we get some serious love in the chat for Archine's for now gifting, what's that? 550 subs in this channel. Those going to Irina Ren, R. Sandy, Johnny D. Star, Coolith, Yokai D, and Zombie Rider. For those of you who are new here, please enjoy your emotes, your sub badge, being part of the Oddities community. Can we get some love in the chat for our kinds and our new oddities? There's an evil demon here. We love living tombstone. You are more than a chicken to me. Do humans equal humans? I'm pretty sure humans equal humans. In the same way that 1 equals 1, you know? I was talking about the Dave Dima interview. I was a little bit. But real quick, we did fill this bar, and I'd rather talk about some fun things as opposed to getting back to the nitty gritty. Can we get some love in the chat for everyone who has gifted subs? Let's go ahead and bump that to the next goal and put that to 10. And I do believe that gets us a spin of the wheel. So let's go ahead and get started. Boop. Take a quick sip in the meantime. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to do this a little bit lower voiced than usual, but I'll pause the music.
Add a little reverb and
Oi, shikunare, moe moe kyan! Well, I hope you all had fun today. I'm ready to die now. No, I'm just kidding. Very much appreciated. Can we get some love in the chat for everyone who has gifted a sub or bits? Thank you for that, bats. Very much appreciated. We didn't want serious, but do you believe in spirits? I do believe in souls. Ready for the maid event? Yeah, on Saturday. At TwitchCon, Cottontail VA has put out a call for people to arrive in maid outfits. And I happen to have one of those because I've been in a couple of maid cafes at various conventions, so... Yeah, right. So the Dima discussion. So for those who don't know, I was talking about a recent video in the Eurobeat world where one of the longtime producers in the Eurobeat world, Dave Dima, David Di Marcantonio, commented that new producers should not just try to emulate the old guard. Cotton is going to eat me alive at the event.
what, for free? Based.
Actually, I feel like Cotton and Matara would both eat me alive in different ways. I think for that bits. Thank you for the 100 bits, and that I do believe that does set off a hype train. Choo choo. Thank you so much for that. Very much appreciated. So the gist of it, for those who are just coming in, this longtime producer suggested that new producers, instead of emulating the old guard, as he put it, should do their own thing, should modernize it and try new things. And the Eurobeat community, at least the one that I've experienced it, seems to agree. But what I've been talking about is how historically in the last 20 years or so, that hasn't been the Eurobeat community's general stance. If we agreed with Dima that new producers need to innovate and try new things, their attitude towards independent production, Eurobeat produced in Japanese or from producers in Japan, and Toho Eurobeat, which is, Eurobeat made about Toho, would be better received and better discussed. But, things have gotten better, but it's still not where I believe it should be. And I was just talking about some of the mismatches of that. Instead of humans following human footsteps, they should not be human. No, that's not what I think at all, Penguin Palms. I think instead of humans following human footsteps, they should approach the edge of where those footsteps have gone and then keep going. They should continue to pioneer. They should continue to step into new territory. I agree with Dima, but I've also agreed with Dima on the matter of this for many years. Well, I do agree that emulating the old guard is a bit boring. Eurobeat has followed a structure that could also affect Pata Pata, editing styles of DJs. There's quite a few factors that will be affected. Dalora was one of the first to experiment with the formula even as early as the SCB 130s. And that's fair. I'm not going to sit here and act like, oh, Eurobeat needs to be all orchestral, like all acoustic with integrated performance art. Or, where, it needs to include at least one social issue. I think that people have tried to experiment with the style, but those who have done too much so, at least in the eyes of the Eurobeat community, or even those that don't, I feel like the Eurobeat community has punished any amount of not sounding like the old guard. Power of the Beast sounded like Magic Hammer did, like nearly a decade prior, and there were still comments that it wasn't really Eurobeat at all. Like, you could dislike it, you could say that it's amateurish Eurobeat, you could say this or that or whatever, but the sheer amount of effort that goes into completely disqualifying it is what concerns me the most. Or if it's not disqualifying it, then it's just bashing it. Quick bite of string cheese. Yeah, you start somewhere. Like, if you're starting dubstep, then, you know, you practice sound design. Maybe you buy presets. A lot of it is to emulate existing names. You try to sound like Skrillex, like Zomboy, like Excision, etc. And then you build your own thing. It's a fine place to start. Thank you for the 500 bits for Muth. Much appreciated. Eurobeat's foundation has so much that could be done with it before it's not able to be Eurobeat anymore. It doesn't hurt to toss different parts onto that foundation. Penguin Palms, I think you kind of confused me. Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of what you're saying. I'm gonna not progress with that. I thought the song was synth rock. Wait, I thought the song was synth rock. Don't kill me. Nah. You're good. I think the thing is, like, my entire point is that the Eurobeat world could stand, the Eurobeat community, mostly comprised of those who do not produce it themselves, could stand to demonstrate this, at least a tolerance for works that do not fiercely emulate the old guard. They could stand to better appreciate or at least respect that kind of work, if they claim to agree. Instead of not being able to be Eurobeat, it could become something new. I think that would need to come from the creator of that work, to be like, this is no longer Eurobeat, this is something transcendent, this is something beyond it, or something different. I don't know. Like, that's been on my mind a little bit. Like, my recent work has not been as adventurous as it used to be. Stuff like, you know, I've wanted to do works like Chromatic or Import You more often. Try new concepts. Yeah, I'd like to do stuff like that again, but I'd like to do that, but I haven't done it nearly as much. I think in recent years, out of just fatigue and anxiety, I've become a little bit more complacent than I used to be. There was a swing time Eurobeat track that I did in the Brony days. Like, it was 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 as opposed to 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Like, I was more innovative back then. And I don't know, I think over time I've just kind of, it's not that I've gotten lazy so much as I've just fallen to certain tropes. And I think about that. I had this idea where funk and Eurobeat fight for drift music supremacy, since those two are commonly paired with drifting. I mean, why fight? Why not try elements of one and the other? Why not have funk elements in a Eurobeat track or Eurobeat elements in a funk track? I don't know. I remember some of the treatment that I received back in the day, because a lot of the criticism that I've seen for works like that is not that they emulated the old guard, but that they failed to do so enough. And yeah, it's basically that, but given a more combative theme. Oh yeah, there was a dubstep little EP between, I think it was Barely Alive and, was it Astronaut? It was a Disciple release. Penguin Palms, can I ask you to keep to the subjects that we're actually talking about on stream? I'm not sure if I appreciate the the rather distinct difference between the subject matters. It's kind of hard for me to focus on what the rest of chat and I are talking about when you bring things that are very jarring like that. It starts with the two going back and forth and the end they unite. I love that, Daniel. I want to hear that track. Funk is more fit for casual drifting. Eurobeat is fit for more competitive racing. I suppose that makes sense. Think of that, Duds. But yeah, words are failing me. I guess the thing is, I hope that things do change. I hope that there is more respect and love for independent Eurobeat in the years ahead. That people put those words to practice. There is still that part of me that wants to do some sort of tutorial series. The thing is, I would need to go like, I think I'd get like, Cakewalk or Reaper and Vital, and maybe an FM, like a free FM synth that. That's not what I said, Penguin Palms. I asked you to not deviate so strongly from the subject. I did not call you unacceptable. I would hope that I was clear enough about that context. I apologize if it was not clear. So I think I would do like something with all free assets and be able to explain like, here's how people have done this traditionally. Here's how people have done that traditionally. Find some free drums somewhere on the internet. Like free sample packs, maybe from like Cymatics or something, I don't know. And we could build Eurobeat tracks together. And then at the end of it, I'd be like, well, I've shown you what I know about the old guard. Now break those rules. Make something like this instead, or this. To kind of get people to that point of like, oh, I know how this works, and now I know how to break it. And maybe a little bit about sound design. And like, songwriting, I should have said. Yeah, like, I do think that songwriting is a weak point for a lot of folks that get into Eurobeat because they're so attracted to the sound design that the songwriting is not as much of a focus, when in fact it is usually the songwriting that shapes the Eurobeat track as it is. I guess in such a case, I've still got to figure out how. But I do want to have some amount of introduction for anyone with any level of computer, you know? Oh, take care, Valinek. Thank you so much for popping in. Have a great rest of your night. Sleep well. The idea of having something that anyone could do with like a crummy computer and get a free DAW and some free sounds and free samples and free production stuff. Oh, Synth 1 also. We should get Synth 1. And use that to make stuff that, you know, just enough of what the old guard does to where they can build on that and do something new. They could take it to other DAWs. They could take it to other approaches and things like that. And that would allow them to have enough of a basis to go there. Prince on a bluegrass group. I wonder if bluegrass festivals have the same issue of purity and gatekeeping. In War Thunder, my logic, no ammo? Become ammo. Well, I'm gonna have another bite of my string cheese. Koizumi Kaito, thank you so much. I hope to catch you at TwitchCon and Mag, and more importantly, I want to wish you an amazing weekend. Thank you so much. I'm so excited for both of those, to be honest. I'm excited for TwitchCon, for the people that I'm going to be seeing. I'm excited for Mag, because I'm going to have one of my very best friends here, and I've got quite a show lined up for that. This may be off topic, but I honestly want to see some of your works in this one rhythm game called Robeats. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it's basically the Roblox hybrid of Guitar Hero and Osumania. Huh. I have not heard of it. But honestly, the things that people are capable of doing in Roblox is fascinating. I would not be against seeing my works in a well-featured, like a robust Roblox application. Not against that. Fancy hydrate. Right, so when in doubt, pinky out. Cheers. But yeah, thank you for that, Bats. I think we're starting, in the Eurobeat world, we're starting to bump into the edges of our issues. Some of the things that we've kept quiet about historically for years. And it's kind of good because we're finally starting to collide with it. We're starting to finally address some of these things that have been kind of quieter for years. But I hope that we're in a place to act on it, to admit that there is an issue and fix it. I don't know, that there's, instead of brushing off certain songs as completely not Eurobeat at all, that we can have a more scholastic discussion as to why, which features are missing, what disqualifies it, what makes it hard to agree about. I don't know. I think with that, we would allow Eurobeat to cross-pollinate with other genres, with other spaces, to be more of the kind of thing that we want to see for it. Cotton Daily goes for, I saw that. Her new suit is so cute! Sorry. Fun fact, 2 games on Roblox use licensed car models that went from cars being removed to cars getting added 100% licensed. Kind of shows you the impact of Roblox on the world right now, you know? Like, it's becoming big enough. It's hitting that point. Well, I'm gonna have a bite of almonds and string cheese at the same time. Eurobeat mostly, and I'm not talking about your work, has some really weird lyrics. You know why that is, right, JV2? Like, there's a reason for that. So Rule of Cool is part of it, but, I mean, the other part is, for a lot of these writers, English is not their first language. For those who don't know, Eurobeat production is descendant from high energy and Italo disco, a lot of Italian producers. So you have Italian producers writing in English for Japan, essentially. So the lyrics only need to make so much sense that they can be cool. As Aaron was pointing out, rule of cool. Does it sound fun? Is it neat? Are we going to be burning like a fire of desire in the night? Cut, print, check the gate, you know? There's a Roblox game being developed right now that has plans on having more than just licensed cars, but also licensed music as well. Oh, look at that. Look at them go. I'm proud of that. I know that English ain't my first language too, but I wouldn't come up with some of those lyrics. That's fair. I imagine you'd come up with your own lyrics. And don't forget, what is mundane for some is classic to others. What is boring to some is wild to others. And vice versa. I think... actually, Odyssey, I did have a deep cut question. Which initial lead tracks did you do? Sorry if my memory is failing me. I'm curious what I've been bumping to for years. So anything under the Ken Blast alias is me. Ken is short for Kendra, so When the Sun Goes Down, The Top, Call Me Through the Night, Take Me, Midnight Tournament, and Turn It Around. So the first two were with Delta Music Industry. Take Me was with A1. Call Me Through the Night was with, at the time, Nick the Beat, now Hybrid Records. And then Turn It Around and Midnight Tournament were with A1 again. So, those are mostly, the last few are mostly the arcade game. But yeah, those are my appearances on Initial D. I mean, there's also New Horizon, but that wasn't really an Initial D. That was more just Super Eurobeat. For those who don't know, Ken is short for Kendra, and hi! Randomly, I also want to ask which Toho Eurobeat song that you made is your favorite. Ooh, okay. That's a really good question. I did do The Top. The Top was with Morris Capaldi and Silvio Moretti, if I'm not mistaken. My favorite Toho Eurobeat track, I feel like I've got to give some love. Okay, it used to just be UFO Lover. I've got some love for Our Desires lately. Like, no, Morris Capaldi, not Louis Capaldi, sorry. Hear a sound of sire, please grant our desires. Put out our fires, our souls require 10 of us in chorus. Yeah, I like that one. I think that's one of my favorites. It's hard for me to pick, like, only one, but sometimes I do. Catch Us was fun, yeah. Actually, Catch Us was one of the first ones that I produced on stream. I remember this because the Discord server had a trend of putting boasting arrogant before their stuff, because, like, just one thing that we cannot stand is a boasting arrogant girl. And then everyone's like, boasting arrogant, them, boasting arrogant, bleh. On the Moon is also really fun, yeah. I think I just called it On the Moon. Which, no relation to the Brony track of the same name. But, I don't know. I have a lot of stuff that I love from those days. Honestly, okay, you know another kind of track I need to do? Uninstall Love, where it's like electro flavored Eurobeat, where like the bass was not like it was like almost distorted in a way. I need to dig up how I made those sounds and do it again. Mention Rain Dance as a person. I'm glad that you like that one. I made that one. Gosh, I made that one with a lot of love for like more early Eurobeat, like some of that post Italo disco kind of stuff. Uninstall Love was actually the first ever song I heard from you. Really? I'm honored. I don't know, I need to do more like genre bending. Gender bend? Genre bend. Yeah, no, that's some of the work that I've done as Ken Blast, short for Kendra, as Stebbins, as, you know, some of that stuff. Yeah, I've done some work in the initially arcade game and anime, and, yeah, done some of that stuff. Rain Dance, let it splash on your head. That was a fun one. Actually, one that I've thought about recently, and I think I bemoaned the fact that I would probably be chastised for trying to redo this one, is a song like Remorse, where I would approach it with a more like masculine crooner voice. Although I could kind of do it more like modernized. Like I could still deliver that one kind of femme. I don't know, like there's stuff that I miss about some of those kinds of tracks where it's like a little bit more orchestral, a little bit more sad with piano and atmosphere and that kind of thing. I don't know. There's a lot that I still want to do with Eurobeat. There's a lot of stuff that I'd like to go back and do again. And I'm trying to chip away at my queue so I can focus on original works again. The problem is, and this is gonna sound flexy, but please understand that, allow me to elaborate. Lately, I've been getting approached with a lot of, I would be crazy to refuse levels of opportunity. To the point where I think I need to start being crazy. Meaning refusing some of them. There's one that I could think of right now that I really do need to approach and be like, I'm just not gonna be able to do that. So I have a lot of client work. There's a that's primarily the big reason why I haven't been releasing as many originals lately. I'm sure peeps have asked this before. What is your opinion on rehashing songs? I'm guessing that you'd want to work on new stuff, not dwell on what's already been made. So, I mean, I've done it before. There's Discord 2015, Luna 2018, Discord 2019. There's certainly rehashed versions of Eurobeat songs that I do enjoy. I remember there was a period of time when Time Records / Eurogrooves was doing a lot of like, oh, this year. And some of those were actually kind of nice. I think it can be okay as an occasional treat. I've even thought about doing that with songs like Stronger or Metal Man. Some of my own works. But I think it depends on how successful you were at communicating the message the first time. You can have a celebration of a song. Like, that was the thing with Discord 2015 and 2019. Part of me wanted to flex my progress as a producer. And, yeah, the Meet I Start remake, yeah, that one was mostly like, I needed to do a lot more polishing on that one. Sometimes you go back and you fix issues that were there. But I prefer not to. I've done it enough to where I understand it. Hell, how many versions of Lunatic are there? Lunatic being one of the songs in the Toho Eurobeat series. I don't think it uses terminology from the series, but I don't think it's inherently very sensitive. A few song titles. There's a few songs I did in the Toho world and even indie that looking back are not sensitively done. I'm not always entirely sure what to do about that. Point is, every once in a while it can be fun, it can be good, it can even be kind of therapeutic. I think with that bad. Like, I wouldn't mind, like with Stronger, I would love to redo that with different vocal processing, slightly better synth, and like mixing. There's little things that I like to do as a celebration, and Lord knows the subject matter. Chihiro Fujisaki, of whom the song is written, has my heart. Goodness, what an absolute little babu. You're my daughter now. Sorry. Stronger is one of my favorites. Let's go. But like, there's some polish that it could use. There's some things that I could do and make it sound better and be more. Sometimes songs don't age well in terms of production. And I don't know. I'm not anti rehash, but I'm not like just always rehash. Occasional rehashes as a treat. That's my stance on that, I guess. Just don't go overboard. Have fun. I probably won't do too much of it just because I've got other things I've got to do. There's so much Eurobeat that I would write if I had the infinite capacity to do so. If I just had no anxiety, no fatigue, very nuanced, very demure, very mindful, very cutesy. By the way, that's another kind of Eurobeat that I need to start making more. Like really like cutesy, high femme, adorable. Strawberry Girl should not be my only one for the next year. I need to make more girly beat. I don't know. We need more of that. Because, like, don't get me wrong, the existing Eurobeat world is fine and good and fun, but there's a lot of, like, racing my car, get the girl, have sex, yeah! Masculinity. And it's like, that's fine, but where's the love for songs like Play With the Numbers by Domino, or Ike Ike, or a lot of stuff by Pamsy or Christine? Very nuanced, very deep. All right, I gotta applaud that. That was well done. Very well done. Brilliant. Actually, clipped. Yeah, EK, it's so cute. I mean, don't get me wrong. The hook is literally just We Like to Party by the Venga Boys. But with slight tweaks. But the rest of the song around it is so cute. Ike, body night, pretty girl, mini skirt, Ike, all your shoes, and then you feel the power. It's so cute! Ike was their debut song. Whose debut song? TriStars? Bazooka Girls? Also, I think it's cool enough outside to where I might get rid of my glasses. Is that still there? I'm gonna delete that. Boop. Ike would be my magical girl transformation song. We like to party. We like to, exactly, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some songs in the Eurobeat world that are very much unoriginal. Like, almost, to some extent, intentional. But, they're still good songs. And, I kind of want to see what kinds of songs I can do that are more femme. It's weird. I want to do femme songs. I want to do old masked songs like I used to. I want to do J-Euro sounding stuff. I want to do more songs like Strawberry Girl. I just want to do all the Eurobeat. Just like, I'm like a dog chasing my tail. I just do things. EKK performed by Hinoi Team was the first ending of Strawberry 100%. Right. So Hinoi Team covered it based on the original by TriStar. And then that ended up being the end song for Strawberry 100%. Yeah. The English language version came first. In fact, by the way, same thing with USA by Da Pump. The original is in English. Like, that song that was all over Japanese social media, like, come on, baby, America. The original chorus is more like, come on, baby, sing it again. That's the way you get a new desire. It's in English. It's a song by an artist named Joe Yellow. But it was just repurposed for use by Da Pump, produced with modern sounds. Oh, by the way, I haven't checked if people actually thought that was Eurobeat or not. Not the same TriStar XR. But yeah, that was that song. And Chiki Chiki Ban Ban. So the original song that was done for that was not necessarily Eurobeat, but Eurobeat Union did produce it, and my goodness, was it ever sublime, beautiful. So, I don't know, there's just, maybe I'm just frustrated with myself because I can't do all the things. I want to be a VTuber, I want to produce all this stuff, I want to be more like an idol, I want to get into God. The Poirier's last name was Yellow. As a part Asian person, I feel bad. Ooh, if that was an influence on the name and marketing, that could be bad. I'm not sure if that was the case. I think it was just an artist alias. That was an artist alias that they chose. I think it could have also just been based on the color, like, just I like this color. Hello, Mr. Action. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. But yeah, no, like a lot of Eurobeat. There's breadth and there's depth, and I want to do it all, but I can't do it all because there's so many other things that I want to do. Like, I wish that I had the money to afford, like, the kind of time to take care of all the rest for me. To, like, figure out, dial in my fashion, dial in my makeup, dial in my stage presence, like, how to dance to certain things. Train me in this stuff. Renee, good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Like, I wish that I could throw money at that so I could spend a lot of my time, like, producing Eurobeat. That's been one of the weird, sort of bitter side effects of, thank you so much for that, Pets, of getting more into the VTuber world. I don't have all the spoons to make Eurobeat. I don't have all the spoons to do that. I've got streams to do. I've got content to make. I've got collabs to set up that are not musical. I've got cons to, figure out. And it's not bad things. These are good things that I love. The fact that I'm talking to you right now, if I didn't like this, I wouldn't do it. But it means that I'm spread a little bit more thinly across that particular cracker grommet. Cheese grommet, we've got all the cheese. Do you ever miss when there was less cheese to go around, grommet? Point is, I'm in a weird spot with it, and I wonder how much of my work is for the Eurobeat community, for simply those who will listen, for the larger Eurobeat world who may not engage with the community, or something else. Not even Wensleydale. Oh, we're already an hour and 46 minutes. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check on this. I forgot to do the thing, mother, father, and son of a biscuit. I am going to get words on stream rolling, because I think I could stand to take a 5-10 minute break, rest my voice a little bit, refill my mug of almond milk, and yeah, I think I'm gonna do that real quick. So I will be right back. I return. Did you miss me? Thank you. It's good to be back. I refilled my almond milk. I drank most of it, so it was a foolish effort. I think you're that pets. So I've spent a lot of time thank you. I spent a lot of time talking about the stuff that I kind of wanted to talk about. Making quesadillas want one. If you have a keto tortilla for it, then sure, yes, please. Got me a cherry limeade slush from Sonic. Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah. What's on your minds? What's on your hearts? This is the last time that we're going to be talking before Tuesday, so want to hang out. You simply have water. Water's fine. Honestly, I need to drink more water. I don't think there's anyone among us who is in a place where you need to drink less. Glad you're taking Monday off. Well, yeah, that's when my flight comes home, and I've got things to do that day, so my trip won't be done, even if TwitchCon itself is. That, and I figured if I've already got where I'm staying until Monday morning, I might as well, have as much of Monday as I can to go and do things, to meet with people. I mean, I'm still technically out and about, but there's that. Hold on, I'm getting some sanitizer. Right. But yeah, no, so this Monday I may not be at the convention, but I've also got that time kind of squared away for stuff. And then Tuesday I'll be home. Monday night I'll be home, and then Tuesday we'll talk about it. I'll talk about my adventures and what I've done and who I got to meet, as much as I can share and as much as I remember. But nevertheless, I'm excited for it. I'm still debating if I want to vlog any of it, like take video, because on the one hand, I do like to just be in the moment. On the other hand, I've never really vlogged something. I've never really vlogged my experience at a con, Like, I don't know. It could be fun. Maybe it'd be interesting. Maybe I like to share what I have and make memories about what we've, gone through, Am I allowed to stream at the con? I think so. There are some things that you aren't allowed to stream, and then there are some things where people will ask you not to. Like, I know that I think it was Evanito. Is it Evanito? Let me check. There's a figure that's big in the VTuber world that will be live streaming. Yeah, there's some spaces where it's no good, but there's other places where, yeah, Evanito. I say this for every con at this rate. It is specifically just for VTubers. I will be IRL streaming. If I have a camera on me or pointed at me and you walk into frame, you will be seen. No one will know who you are unless you make them aware. There will be thousands more people streaming, so please don't just get mad at me. I will never intentionally approach you with a camera. Heck, I never talk to my friends I know or see when I have the camera. If you're a viewer, same thing, but just know if you're approaching me with full confidence, you will be on stream because I will simply assume it's okay at that point. So, you can stream at TwitchCon. I think it'd be a little strange if they didn't allow that. Anita, I am currently live streaming at Russian Badger. Wait, which TwitchCon did Russian Badger vlog at? It'd be cool to bump into Russian Badger. My interactions with Russian Badger were very positive. Actually, that would not be a bad idea. Or like a t-shirt. Words are failing me. I think 2019. Okay. So this was before my time. This is before I was going. Imagine Twitch banning its own platform and its own con. Right. But, I could. The thing is, I wouldn't want to live stream it. I would want to catch video and bring it back and maybe either edit it or maybe pay an editor to put it together. Because that's the thing that I'm starting to learn about too. Like, I'm at a point where I could hire someone else to do that work. After Crash, hello! Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I'm at a point where I could theoretically hire an editor to help me out with that. Hope I'm doing okay this stream. I am doing good this stream. I'm talking about TwitchCon. I'm excited for it. 2019 Mountain Dew Pizza Roll TwitchCon vlog. Right. I don't know. It'd be fun to do content if it didn't take so much work to do content. Like, not gonna lie, I've been figuring out DaVinci Resolve, and it's doing what I need to do. That I actually made almost all of, the Miss RGB remix in that. The only thing I didn't do was the visualizer, and that I basically just stole from Vizzy as like a generator. Can't be here long, but hope you have a wonderful con. Thank you so much, Varisk. I hope so. That's when they allegedly broke the Pizza Rolls couch. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss Pizza Rolls. I can't have them because, well, carb. I use and have only used Premiere Pro. I wish I didn't miss Premiere Pro. There's a lot of stuff about it I sure as hell don't miss. Not least of which being attached to that predatory, awful, godforsaken Creative Cloud. But there are some features that are well enough done when they work in Premiere that I miss. It is possible to recreate those in DaVinci Resolve, and I'm just being a big piss baby, cry baby about it. It's just, I'm at a point where I might not want to do my own editing for much longer. Hello, Lady of the Moonlit Mist. It's great to see you. I wish Adobe had the competition it deserves. Honestly, right? I am full tilt on Affinity and Resolve for now. I'm actually really enjoying Affinity. There's very few things that Affinity can't do that Photoshop could. Where I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I miss that. Same with YouTube and Twitch. I mean, didn't Google finally get legally declared a monopoly? So it could be a matter of time. TBH Audie, it sounds like your acid reflux is worse than mine. I just keep Tums handy and relatively fine, but you changed your entire diet and still have issues with acid reflux. Yeah. So, actually, interesting that you bring that up. Let's talk about it a little bit, because there have been some developments on that. Had to only peek by before I do my own stuff. I need to do more in Premiere, but I'd love to get a test of it out for you to see if you want to take me in for an ender. I appreciate that after Crash. I am so fortunate to be surrounded by a lot of amazing talent. That includes editors. And knowing that a good friend is down to do that does very much warm my heart. And I would love to see what you do. Hello, gamer. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. So acid reflux. For those who don't know, by the way, I am affected by acid reflux. I got tested for it some time ago, just asking what was going on with my voice. Because a lot of my highs were not working. My high voice wasn't highing, and I was starting to get dysphoric because of that. And it turns out a lot of that is from acid reflux. There were, bumps on my vocal cords, and my vocal health was struggling. And at first it was like, oh, it's acid reflux. And it's like, that doesn't make any sense. Heckin' Harley, thank you so much for the raid. It is great to have you here. All may rejoice for your favorite sorceress and their entourage have arrived. I see. Well, hello. Oh, Corbinity, I recognize you. Hello. How are you? How was your stream? All right, you are here from Heckin' Harley. Let's do shout out Heckin_Harley. How are you? How was your stream? How was Ultra Kill? I haven't played Ultra Kill, but I've heard good stuff about it. Oh, hydrate, that I can do. Yeah, what are you up to? Also know that you just got done with your stream, so if you need to take care of yourself, please don't hesitate. Please make sure that you're being good to you. Doing good, beat over half the game because it's way too fun. That's awesome. I haven't been playing a lot of games lately, though. I've been really enjoying getting back into Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Because I played the N64 one as a kid, and I loved it so much, and to see that done so well now, it's been amazing. I returned with Whataburger. Ooh, today is Cheeseburger Day, if I remember right, from Violet swinging by. Ultra Kill, the ultimate LGBTQ game. I always thought that was either Celeste or Fallout New Vegas. I digress. It is the ultimate LGBTQ game. I see. Right, so I was talking, weirdly enough, about acid reflux. So, for those who don't know, I've been on a keto-ish diet. I guess low carb with some extra frills. And when I've maintained this diet, I know a teacher who I had who always played GoldenEye 007 on the SQC4. Well, don't I feel lively hearing that? See, the teachers I had grew up with just the NES. Reflux. So if those who don't know, I've been doing that because it's been the only thing that's really had a measurable impact on my voice. And it's been helping that. It's been reducing my reflux, although it hasn't been getting rid of it. And, you know, other things have been helping with that too. Reduction of stress whenever I'm better about staying hydrated. But here's the other thing. Between doing keto-ish diet and getting back into dancing and doing those little runs around the block that I really need to get back into, I've lost about 15 pounds. And according to the stats now, I'm a little bit closer to... okay, the reason I explain that is because weight is listed as a direct factor and contributor towards acid reflux. I do not list that statistic to shame. The numbers on the scale do not dictate your humanity or your validity as a person. In this case, they're a measured impact on my acid reflux. And in my case, I am now within the range of what is considered healthy, like by the paperwork that they presented me. The matter of health being a different situation, of overall health being a different situation. So I'm thinking the more that I keep this up, I imagine, that'll be good news for my reflux, because that means that the factors are in place to where whatever is causing, whatever makes acid reflux happen can reduce. So that's a good thing. I've been seeing longer lasting results on what I've been doing lately. You're telling me if I reduce my weight and achieve my dream of being an Andro Twink, it will also help my reflux? Potentially. So weight does have an effect on strain against some of the things that keep acid from refluxing. But I won't get into too much because I don't want to make the stream like body stuff and like internals talk. But yes, if your weight is a factor, which I would not be able to determine, it does have an effect on acid reflux, as does stress, by the way. If you reduce that, then in theory, it is quite possible to reduce your reflux. It's not going to get rid of it for sure, but I think it'll help. By the way, this is not me suggesting, I'm trying to be careful discussing the subject because this is not meant to shame anything. Like, you may not need to lose weight. You may not need to do certain things. You may be fine. Your health may be perfectly wonderful as it is. And I don't know. I worry that when I talk about the diet that I am on and that is working on things for me, this is not medical advice. If this was medical advice, then I would be really bad at it because I do not eat perfectly keto every single day, How do I say? But I will say that I've noticed that my reflux is largely reduced on keto. And the fact that it's had these other side effects too is a very positive thing. So it's been good. I'm hoping that from here, what I see, from me is mostly to do with reflux. For the body topic, did you know the song It's Raining Men and Let the Bodies Hit the Floor are the same event, just seen different? I see. Yeah, it's just different perspectives. One is grateful. The other one is more just let it happen. I hadn't thought about that. The bodies and the floor hitting thereof. And the hitting of the floor thereof, I should say. But yeah, no, that's been good news. Like, I've been noticing myself feeling a bit more comfy, and I noticed that I've been doing a lot more physical activity that feels natural and fun and enjoyable. I feel like if there's anything I could advise to anyone, and not in a medical sense, but more in just a general well-being sense, finding a physical activity that you enjoy does worlds of difference for you. I'm kind of bummed that I might have to drop my my dance class tonight. Okay, Pixie, do what you gotta do. I'm bummed that I might have to drop that tonight in order to pack for the weekend. Because I like my dance classes. I like learning to get comfortable with motion and my body and things like that. I don't know, I just really like it. Really need to go to the gym or exercise more. If you like the gym, do it. If you like going to the gym, then absolutely go for it. There are such huge benefits from working with weights. But for me, lately, what I've been enjoying is going to dance classes on a regular basis. And what I should be doing is I should be starting my mornings with pata pata practice. And like going over the little routines that I have for those songs. I'm lacking the funds for gym membership, and you don't need one. There are plenty of exercises that you can do with just your body weight. There's plenty of things that you can do that are not the gym or running that can do wonders for you. I like going to the gym, but they kicked me out every time. I was just looking for muscle mommies. Well, yeah, listen. The gym is for going to become impressive, not to impress. I can't just sit in one place. What was I on about? Right. Yeah, no, it's been a positive experience for me to do physical activity and to see some rewards coming out of it. I'm on the upper end of what's considered healthy for my height and weight, but like in terms of health with regards to acid reflux. But that's progress. That's a big amount of progress, really. It's called walking the mile to the store every day and walking the mile home with groceries. I need to do that. I've been ordering way too many groceries, and there's a grocery store a short walk from me. And I enjoy doing that. When can you find someone like that when not there? Well, I mean, what else do muscle mommies like? You gotta figure out more about muscle mommies and figure out where they go and what they do and their activities. In a way that is healthy and not stalkery. To clarify. Excuse me, sorry. I will say this. There are still some foods that I miss on keto. If I could get a proper bowl of pho, like whatever the mushroom is that's supposed to replace noodles, it does not do a good job. I really tried. I cooked it as advised and it just, nope. Just nah. If I could make one thing keto, it would be potatoes. Oh. I miss potatoes too. Chips and fries and mashed potatoes. I miss potatoes. I kind of miss starches, not gonna lie. I don't mind the kind of diet that I'm on because like the things that I have are satisfying. Proteins and fats and some carbs. One must have some. But it's not the same. It's just not the same. Keto alcohol. I mean, plenty of alcohol is keto. Plenty of it is. I can enjoy, oh yeah, alcohol on keto is a special beast. I've become even more of a lightweight. There's an Asian restaurant about an hour where I live named Nope. I know how that's pronounced. And I know what they're getting away with. I imagine their advertising is lively. Quick sip. I've run out of my beverages. No, I still got some milk. We're good. I will say I try to live. The most dangerous thing is rum and Coke Zero. Keto is hell and delicious. Ooh, yeah, I could see that. I can also see like vodka Red Bulls with the sugar-free Red Bull and like certain vodkas. Sublime. Excuse me. I do try to be a good sport about keto out and about. Like if something happens over the weekend where I absolutely can't have keto where I'm going, then I won't have keto. I'll deal with a little bit of reflux and my voice will have an immediate effect, and then after a couple of days it goes away. That's just how life is. Thank you, Stream Elements, for the Stone Forged promo. But yeah, no, like, it's been good to me. I've been between keto, dancing, and managing my anxiety. For the most part, things are generally on a positive trend. There's some other things going on that make things a little bit more difficult. Loneliness is a bit of a beast, but I'm learning to get through that too. HRT also lowers alcohol resistance. Combine that with keto, yeah, drinking it gets risky. Yeah, that stream where I drank White Claws, that was a fun night. Didn't throw up or anything, like, but I was definitely a little bit worse the next day, just like, ugh. Risky, easy. Yeah, it does not take much. I'm a cheap date in that regard. I don't know if I should use that phrase. But yeah, no, like, my alcohol resistance is not what it used to be. I used to be like, version 1.0 was a titan, an absolute beast with alcohol resistance. Nowadays, I'm like, oh my gosh, this White Claw is just, it's so good. Aha. My tolerance off keto can be kind of impressive, but on keto, I'm lucky to get through 2 White Claws. Yeah. This is about a cheap date. Don't get any ideas. But the idea is that, my alcohol tolerance is lower. And I don't mind that necessarily. I don't like drinking a lot of alcoholic drinks unless they're actually very tasty. At which point, I feel like, okay, I'm in my mid-30s, I can say this now. There are some times that I would rather have a non-alcoholic beverage. Coinected, I recommend refreshing, yeah. Stoneforge doesn't offer many AMD CPUs. Is that right? Let me take a look. I'm sure there's some. I've definitely seen some. I came in and heard cheap date, so we're talking about alcohol tolerance on keto and alcohol tolerance on HRT. I am on both, so my alcohol tolerance is yeah, there's plenty of stuff. Like, there are okay, mind you, I am affiliated with Stoneforged. There's incentive for me to encourage you to check out Stoneforged. Some of you might know about that laptop that I picked up recently, the Lenovo Legion. That's been an absolute unit and beast and has better graphics than this desktop does. I have tried GamerSupps. I actually used to be with GamerSupps. Not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind getting back with them. So, like, I had a really good experience with ordering my laptop from them, and now I can actually say that I've experienced things with them enough to say, like, yes, I can vouch for them. They have custom-made PCs starting as low as like $999 for like esports, and more full tilt like gaming PCs starting at $1,819, and just like the full tilt Scrungo big unit beast starting at $2,500. Now here's the kicker. They also sell individual parts, like cases, like HoloLive cases, such as Haycos bales. And I think they had one with, was it Crony? I don't think it was Crony. They have one from Eden, from Naya, our very own lovely Butterfunks, Dandy Floss, Pomado Master, Comfy Lennox. There's the Haycos bales one. So whether you're buying full tilt PCs and even laptops, or like components, they've got you covered. And again, I am incentivized to do that. I get a cut of sales when you use the link. And also, I have another incentive as to why I'm promoting that to you. Ideally, someday, it might be fun to have an Odyssey themed custom chassis, right? I think it'd be really fun to have like a picture of me on the side of a computer. So, of course, I am incentivized to tell you this, but if you do support, Stoneforged through that, you get a substantial discount and I get a cut. And then over time, I can eventually get other nice things like creator chassis. Signing up for an audio technology degree starting next year. Figured I should tell you since you helped inspire me to take that. That's awesome, tarot card. Let's go. I hope that your experience with the audio technology degree is fulfilling and fun, and that it helps you get right into doing what you love as soon as you're down for it. I like one with Ririka. She's cute. Which one is Ririka? I must confess, I'm a little bit out of date with some of the more recent Hololive waves. Feels a little sad to say that, to be honest. I forgot they have a case that just looks like a freaking Gundam. The Antec Torque PC case. Yeah, that is just a Gundam. Yeah, that's pretty sick. That is the most, like, cyber tech punk looking thing I've ever seen. I want to work mostly with radio tech, but I'm going to be taking classes for, like, everything. That's awesome. Ririka from Regloss. Ah, okay. I haven't seen as much from Regloss. The only ones that I've seen... Regloss is... that's the one that is considered Hololive JP, right? That's not the one that has Fuwamoko, right? Yeah, I think I've seen Ririka. I think I'm familiar with Ririka. No worries, tarot card. Thank you so much for popping in. Have a great rest of your day. Honestly, one of my exes had basically zero alcohol tolerance and was such a silly drunk. It was always fun snuggling with her after a few drinks. She just not stopped giving me kisses until she fell asleep, and I took her to bed and tucked her in. It was funny. The one time I wrapped her like a burrito in 4 layers of blankets and couldn't get free on her own at all. I didn't think I wrapped her quite as tight as I did, but she needed actually... Aww. That's kind of cute. Although I've only ever seen Iron-Blooded... Huh? Iron-Blooded... What are you on about with that? Is that something... Oh, is that something to do with Regloss? Gundam. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I am horribly out of touch with Gundam, too. Cozy burrito wrap is a lovely time. It can be. Okay. Depending on the circumstances, sometimes I get a little claustrophobic. Like, if I can't move and I want to move and I start sweating or something, it's like, I'm done. I need out now. Thunderbolt is where it's at. Is that right, Snapperfish? Oh, so hello. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Quick sip. Yeah. I know I haven't followed Gundam for a while. It's not that it's been bad so much as like I just haven't had it in my wheelhouse to check out new anime in particular. Got a few manga that I've been reading though. That's been different. That's been fun. I mean, most of the time I've just been reading. I've been doing reading more than like watching stuff lately. Quick crunch. There's basically just been a social eating stream hidden behind a VTuber stream. Maybe one of these days I need to do the thing like what Onigiri does with like a table with actual camera and then like blue screen things out and just basically make stuff or eat stuff that way. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's Leandly, yeah. Monarch. Gosh. I don't think it's hit me that tomorrow I'm going on a plane again. And gotta take Olive Jr. to dance. Thanks for the stream. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. It's weird that tomorrow morning I'm gonna board a plane to head to San Diego to be back at TwitchCon again. Actually, how many of you are going to TwitchCon? Collab between me and Monarch would be hype. You think so? Ooh, like, what kind of collab would we do? Do you think she would like me? I wish I could just, aww. It'd be fun to do like an oddities meetup at future conventions. I know that at Brony conventions is a little easier, but at like anime cons or TwitchCon or something like that, I don't know. Someday I like to think that I would be on the level of like the kind of meet and greet. Come to Offkai, people would... Yes, Offkai. If TwitchCon could be in Europe, maybe, then yes. Simon, I have good news. There is a TwitchCon in Europe. Monarch will get you into Scuff. I have heard about Monarch's penchant for Scuff. I feel like I managed to avoid some of it. Probably something music related, and yes, she would lol. You two would probably get on great. She might crash your computer though. A small price to pay if I get to hang out with Monarch. There was a period of time, so it was earlier this year, Simon, when they had TwitchCon EU. So there's a period of time when I was figuring out my branding and figuring out like who I was as a VTuber, and we thought about leaning full tilt into Empress stuff because Empress had just come out, and the song kind of felt like a welcoming thing for more of a more dominant approach, a bit more
Welcome to the stream, darlings. Are you ready to hear some Eurobeat?
kind of thing. But then I realized that would pit me marketing wise directly against Monarch. I am too scared of Monarch and the other girl bosses that are in this scene that are positioning themselves that way to where I'm just not gonna do that. I'd rather go more like I like this element of myself, but I feel like maybe it doesn't have to define my entire streaming element, Yeah, Rotterdam. Sayu would pull his hair out if he learned Monarch started scuffing another pretty lady's tech. Maybe we'd need to have Sayu with us. I'm not going anywhere, only to other city in my country. I see. Then I guess you might be SOL. If you're not gonna go further than where you are, then that's the breaks. But I don't know. I would love to collab with Leanne Lee, Sayu. I'd love to do lots of collabs. I don't know. It's my lack of... Okay, I've been doing more collabs lately, which has been really fun. I've been enjoying that. The question is, like, I wonder if that's what y'all are here for. And mind you, this is not me saying, oh, it's on you. There's a lot that I could be doing better about these, but I notice that whenever I'm doing a collab, folks tend not to stick around. Like, folks generally seem to prefer more one-on-one time between me and them. I'm here for Jessa no matter what Jessa does. I appreciate that. Thank you, Machan. I would love to do all kinds of things like that, though. Like, I would love to hang out with Numi and Matara and Cotton and Taiga and Chibi and I want to do all kinds of hangouts and Yumiko again and Miss Lala. Miss Lala was super fun. Viewer count wise or chat activity wise, mostly viewer count wise, although chat activity tends to follow. And it could just be that I collab poorly. It could just be that I don't always know what to say. I would love to hang out with Kason. I would love to, like, I'd be super happy to click with people. If I had money to go to other place and car, maybe then it could go on some global events. Maybe so. But yeah, no, I'm not against collabs under any circumstance. Like, I would love to work with other creators. I guess the thing is, like, one, there's the issue of the oddities tend to seem to prefer time with me, and two, I don't always know what kind of value I would provide to them. Like, would I need to be funny? Would I need to talk music stuff? Would my inability to play games a certain way be a benefit, a drawback? Like, if I was in a collab with say Numi, and like if it was a big group, then sure, I would love that. Hello, Kurihime Hanamura. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Like, if I was with Numi and Matara and Cotton and Chibi and like a bunch of other people, I could generally do okay. Like, the times that I was invited to Chibidoki's birthday, I was tremendously honored. And I hope that in those times I was a good guest. But in smaller groups, like, I remember that really fun collab, that Ruby, what was it? Ruby, Mari, and I think it was Yumiko, where we played Content Warning. That was really fun. And then there's another one where we had Fairy Sammy, and they were an absolute delight too. I don't know, like I like collabs. Be yourself, it would work. I feel like if I collabed with Numi just one-on-one, there would finally be a bigger bottom. Random question for the future. In regards to the Odyssey Gundam, would there be any upgrades you would make to it? I can't think of any at the moment, honestly. I bring the kind of non-verbal energy that the collab doesn't like. Oh no. Yeah, no, like I don't know, I have a lot of admiration for other streamers that I watch and enjoy and appreciate. And if I'm in a group with them, then it's no problem. If it's one-on-one, y'all remember that moment where Matara, Henya, and Mint, Mint Phantom, were all in the same call, and then Matara's like, oh, everyone's here. Okay, bye guys! And then just pops out. And they just kind of like, huh? It's a nice weather, isn't it? Yeah. And just, I feel like I can do a little better than that. Like, in terms of, like, being dropped into a complete, like, zero scenario where it's like, okay, I gotta start from scratch. But I'm still intimidated. I'm still like, you're super cool, and I made Nightcore Italo Disco that other people remix into better songs. Today at night I had an idea. Do fundraising for AE86 and also trip to go to Japan. I mean, that's not a bad way to go about it. That's an idea for you? Or, I don't know. Mom leaving the kids to play with each other and the kids being so lost. Basically, yeah. I think just watching them try to figure it out. Like, okay, I am not such an introvert that I cannot have conversation with someone I admire, but I'm also not such an extrovert that I can immediately jump in. I still kind of fight with that. I'm not sure if it would necessarily be imposter syndrome so much as like I worry about providing value, that I'm not annoying someone, or that my first impression is awful. Have you seen the custom A86 Nike Dunks? I have not. Are those anywhere in the server? You provide value. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you think so. And I feel like I know I could. It's just like, I don't know if it shows off super well on stream. Like, I feel like my flavor of wit is not necessarily well translated on screen for like to others. Cause like, think about my prank calls, right? I have to think ahead of time of something. I can't think of something on the spot and just roll with the improv as well as I used to. I have to have like a framing device. There's a reason that I had the turned in assignment or the prepare to be rizzed. There's a reason that I think of those. Because then, not only do I have a bit that I can invite them into, but also some amount of indication like, this is content. This has value. You are free to use this or not. Whereas, like, I don't know if what I have is actually valuable to them. And I need to stop thinking like that because I usually don't boast like this. I try not to flex like this, but I'm kind of telling myself this in front of you because I kind of need to remind myself, not just now, but like with the weekend ahead. Was that last year? I think it might have been last year. Last year, I was in line for the girlies meet and greet, where it was, I think it was what? Numi, Bao, Yuzu, Cinder, and Vienna. There might have been more. If I'm missing one, I'm terribly sorry. And I feel like there's a story I need to tell about before that one, actually. Before that, let's go back to Offkai Expo 2022. No, it had to be 2023. Yeah, 2023. So, there's a meet and greet, sorry, not a meet and greet, a Q&A for Cinder and Numi. And I get up, there's a line, people are asking questions, and I get up and like, yeah, what kind of music projects are you interested in next? And Numi answers the question. I go, thank you. I turn around. Are you Odyssey? Yeah, I am. Oh, hi. I am dead. I have melted into a puddle on the floor at the convention center. Cut forward to the next year, or at TwitchCon, where I am in line for the meet and greet and the signing stuff with Numi, Bao, Yuzu, etc., etc. And I hope this is okay for me to talk about. I'm usually worried about this because I don't know if it's necessarily mine to share, if it's a good thing to bring up, but it's something that brings me a lot of joy. Something that really affirms me in a lot of beautiful ways. She looked up and saw me in the line. Got up. Got into the line. And gave me a hug. It sounds like my uncle works at VTuber. It sounds very, like, bombastic, and I'm not telling you this to flex. I'm telling myself this in front of you because I need to remember. Welcome back, Eklo. I'm telling myself this in front of you because I need to remember that maybe I'm doing okay, and I need to not be so freaking worried about my Oshi's opinions of me. Because maybe I am doing okay, and I need to just chill. But it's hard. Because, I don't know, like, you know what it is? VTubing makes it hard to tell. Cotton told her she hugs really good if you see her do it. Is that the... Wait. Hold on. There is no way in hell... Okay, that's a joke, right? That has to be a joke. No, it's not. Okay, I thought so. I was about to be like, if there's a clip of this moment, I would want to see it. The idea of, like, I don't know, like the idea of being talked about in that positive light would just... But... So, I think the thing with VTubing is I want to be sure that I'm being good to people. And in that case with VTubing, I don't know if I'm necessarily being good to the person or to the kayfabe. And it's not that I'm trying to be like what's inherently good for one is bad to another, but like, I don't know, I have a lot of admiration for the streamers that I see before me. I admire Numi's music and sense of humor and general heart. I really appreciate Matarakon's warmth and sense of humor and, and just a lot of other things. The fact that she's better versed in my own era's music than I am. Cotton is very real and fun to talk about and fun to talk to and interact with. And Chibi is just an absolute ball of fun and energy, and we actually have very, very similar taste in dresses. I like that. But also I understand that I'm coming to this from a certain amount of fan perspective. Like, I'm coming to this from the perspective of Cockroach Lady, Half Demon Swag Girl, Gremlin, and Bnui, Bunny Girl. Like, I and a lot of my interactions with them have mostly been business too. Not only did I get my slush, but I also got 8 mozzarella. Oh, connected. That sounds so good. Can I have one? Chibi is love. Yes. I adore the absolute hell out of Chibi. I won't get into it, but I actually have a lot of respect for Chibi as well. And I won't get into why. I don't think she'd be happy with me saying that, but like, Chibi is a lot cooler than she may let on. I'll say that. yeah, words. I guess I worry too much because I like what I've received from them in the streamer to viewer situation. And the idea of interacting with them in a more direct dynamic is intimidating. Welcome back, Pixie. It's wonderful to meet her at Twitch. Yeah, she was a sweetheart. Also, I did get to meet Nags at least once, and he's pretty cool too. Like, I remember, I think he was Smash with Headpots. I remember there was a stream of his that I bumped into. Nags is one of those folks where I don't think, what the hell was that? I did not do that with my hand. Nags is one of those folks where I went to see what he was about, and one of the streams that I came in and watched, he was stopping someone from donating because they were drunk. And in a lot of ways, like the stuff he was talking about with that and then just the other things he was getting on about indicated a lot of integrity. Like a certain amount of putting others before himself that was very much worthy of my respect. Like, I already thought that he was cool and fun before, but that was like, wow. That is a thing of substance to do. That is a good thing. Nags with the chibi and either his or her mods when we saw it. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, Daniel. Now, Daniel, would you like it delivered the usual way, or would you rather have it done differently? What in the world? I'm literally not even touching anything, and it's like, hand, no hand. Hand, no hand.
Daniel, what a good racer you are. Who's my good racer, huh? You are doing such a good job, and I am so proud of you. What a good racer you are. Who's my good racer? It's you. Good racer. Good racer.
And there we go. And that's the thing, like, I think I worry about being respectful and providing some sort of value because it feels like I don't know what mine is. I spent a lot of the last decade where my value was content, where my value was music. Hello, Bakamitai, good to see you. And it depends. Are you looking in a mirror? To have that as a redeem during a racing stream would be crazy. Oh, jeez. So I guess I worry too much about being respectful to people. And making sure that, like, a lot of my interactions have been businessy. I would love to make friends in this space, but there's a built-in sort of frightening dynamic. Are there lyrics in this? It's already most of the way through. And it kind of complicates it, because, like, am I becoming friends with the kayfabe? Or the person? I think it was Armchair Expert who said that streamers and VTubers are... It was something like they are characters on loan to you. You do not own them, but you get to enjoy the experience that you have with them. And then when it is time to give them back, you give them back. I thought about that for a while. And I feel like... I think it's part of why it's an interesting time to value authenticity. Which, again, is a weird thing to talk about in VTubing, because I am here with a made-up model of myself that you're taking on my word is based on me. I post selfies, I post pictures. Those who don't know or are new here, I do post pictures of my IRL face. This is because my face was public before I came out, and if I don't share how I look now, others will share how I looked then. So I might as well be the one to share it with you. And might as well do it on my terms. So I like to think that I am fairly authentic with all of you. I don't share everything with you. I hopefully don't overshare. There are plenty of things that I like to keep private. But, you know, I'm not horribly distant from my regular self when I stream. And I think on some level, thank you, Bakamitai. I like to think that the me that I present on here is relatively, close to the IRL me. Yeah, there's some distance. There's some jokes that I make to chat as a large entity of several that I don't make in person. But there are, you know, past that, I like to think that my, you know, selves are relatively consistent with each other. And I like the idea, even if it is not factually true, for one reason or another, when I believe that the kayfabe and the person might not be distant. 886 shoes are in media. Ooh. Those are pretty sick. I do have AE86 themed high tops, but they're not Nikes like that. Those are pretty sick though. That is, as the youth say, drip. But yeah, I generally hope, like, obviously this is still a performance. I am still performing to you. There is still distance between the IRL me and the one's gonna, yeah, you know, for funsies. And I may still do that from time to time as a joke, but like, there is a version of me that you don't see. But I guess the thing that I think I see in VTubers that I want to be friends with is like a perceived low distance between kayfabe and reality. Take care, Jesse. Thank you so much for popping in. I will have an amazing time at TwitchCon. Thank you very, very much. And I hope that you have a great rest of your day. All right, we're in a little bit over the last 15 minutes of stream, so I'd like to turn things over to you. What's on your minds? What's on your hearts? What have we talked about in this last week or so that you'd like to talk about a little bit more? What's on your minds? What's on your hearts? Questions, comments, remarks, redemptions. Let me see who's live right now. Oh, Numi streaming. Simulated truck driving simulator with fruity drinks. Oh God. Oh no. I just hope you have a safe trip and you come back safe. Thank you so much for that, Aero Jediah. I will be surrounded by lots of friends, or at least one other friend, for the bulk of the weekend, so I will be very safe. Thank you, though. That was Numi's itinerary, basically. Zaryberry, we want to play VR chat. Oh, we wanted to raid her, but we raided Phoebe instead. Would you ever play VR chat and have a meet and greet? Yes, that's actually one of the Audithon rewards. I just realized there was no Audithon reward this week. Oops. I see IRL Donut. I see Robin Sashiko. I see Zaryberry. We could raid Zaryberry. I see After Crash. I see Avalamp. I see Vil. But yeah, no, I very much plan to do a VR chat meet and greet. In fact, I plan to do a VR chat performance at some point. Any melee weapons you would equip a mobile suit with? Not that I would think of. I'm trying to think of like the robot, like the combat robot stuff that I've seen. And I wonder if they're like some sort of crusher might be fun. Bees. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we should raid Zaryberry. We'll see how things go. Looks like Baba is you is... Oh, and then that's Shinon. Zary's playing with Shinon. Do I know Rosie Bell? Do I? Let me have a look-see. Rosie Bell Moo, the VTuber?
My briefcase full of bees will put a stop to this.
I don't. I don't think I've met or have interacted with Rosie Bell. Interesting. Very cute. I see. Let me take a look. Ah, cute. Yeah, this Rosie Valmoo streamer looks pretty cute. Cute. Keep that in mind. Yeah, I think we got that lined up. But yeah, what's on your minds? What's on your hearts? Speak now, or for the next 6 days or so. Hold your peace. Or I mean, just ask it in the Discord server, Twitter, or Blue Sky, or something. Ow. Are the other redemptions working, by the way, like sound alerts and things like that? Just realized I don't think. Keep us updated. Can do. If there are pictures that I can share, I'll do that. I hope I can meet you again soon. I was so hyped when I saw it. Oh, thank you so much. And thank you for the head pats. Did the crusher weapon look like a wrecking ball or something? I don't think so. I think it was just like... I'm not sure how to put it. Your confidence is infectious. Is it? I very seldom consider myself to be confident. I mean, I can do some, but I can only do so much. I'm gonna stretch also. Excuse me. My friend got jealous when I met you because they're big. Aw, that's so sweet. Well, I hope the next time I can see your friend too. We will miss you. I will miss you too. Like, I'm gonna miss hanging out with the oddities and such. Like, here's the thing. I'm gonna be not streaming during a time for the thing that's all about streaming. So I'm gonna be thank you for that, Bats. I'm gonna be coming home being like, I missed you! You know? Like, it's gonna remind me of you, and it's gonna make me sad. No, I'm gonna get sad. I'll come back with adventures and stories, and it'll be a good time. I'm excited. My eye itches. So yeah. Little vlog. I thought about it. Maybe I'll film little bits and pieces. I'm very bad at filming vlogs, but I'm not against doing that. Yeah. I don't know. Like, it depends on what mood I'm in that day and what kind of things I can do. Because, there may be some people that don't want to Gundam size hammer. Sure, I wouldn't mind a hammer. Maybe instead of a heavy hammer, it could be like a thin like plate, but then there's like boosters on it that allow it to kind of deliver more force. Like a booster hammer. Or failing that, if that's not possible, then maybe just like a basic laser sword, lightsaber. Giving your mech a tiny normal size squeak hammer. Like from Alita Battle Angel. Maybe so. Yeah, I don't know. There's actually a weapon called the hammer, which is a wrecking ball with thrusters on it. I think I'd rather do the sword. Hammer go bunk, 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 bunk. Itayo. Oh, hey, ow. Oh, whatever. Flaming chainsaw go brrr. Actually, flaming chainsaw go brrr. Ah, yes. Gosh, it's weird. It feels like tomorrow's gonna be just another day. I think we're that bets. Yeah, it feels like tomorrow's gonna be just another day. And now the thank you for that, Beth. The Oingo Boingo song, Just Another Day, is now playing in my head. It's just another day. There's murder in the air. It gags me when I walk. I smell it everywhere when asked about the door. The jungle is alive. I do not trust my ears. I don't believe my eyes. I need to do like a Boingo karaoke one of these days. I will not fall in love. I cannot risk the bad. Those hearts are fragile choice, so easy to forget. I don't know. I miss those songs. I done those in a while. We still have like 9 minutes left. What else is on your minds? What else is on your heart? Natural voice, thank you for the reminder. I definitely need to be careful. Heard Oinga Boinga, and that reminded me of the one Backyardigans episode from back in my childhood. I see. I never did watch Backyardigans. Take care, Simon. Thank you so much for popping in. But yeah, any questions, comments from Arch Redemptions? There is still time. I really wish that, I don't know. There's so much that I still want to do. The nya isn't necessarily one of them, but I'll do it anyway. Nya, 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 nya. Oops, wrong button. Thank you for the head pats. Do I know Adam Neely? Can't say I'm familiar. Let me see. Adam Neely. I don't think I recognize the name. There are a few Adam Neelys that I see here. It's Adam Neely on like Twitter? I can't think of anything. I don't think I have much connection to this individual. I actually thought the Backyardigans was a very cute show. I never did see it. There's really informative music YouTube videos. That's actually cool. That's awesome. Interesting. Okay. Did I see Family Matters? No. I can't say I've seen Family Matters. Poorly explained, but he did a cool video on the song Castaway from the Backyardigans and its roots in Bossa Nova. Ooh! I do like Bossa Nova. Every once in a while, I've thought about doing a completely non-Eurobeat, like, cover of, like, a Leifei song where it's, like, Bossa Nova. Actually, I think a friend and I were considering doing a cover of that. Like, I think it was Night to Remember. Like, I shuddered beneath you, all wrapped up in embers. It was a night to remember. Orihime actually did a really good cover that with a Jin Baiyujing. Really good cover. Gosh, I cannot sing Ori's like voice praise enough. Did the nya? I need to mark that I did that. I've also thought about doing like an Italo-ish version of Fragile by Leifei, because I feel like it would weirdly translate well. I think at one time I also considered doing a Eurobeat remix of I Wish You Love, covered by Leifei. But, I don't know, I think I dropped that. After a while, it's like, it's not one that I'm gonna flesh out. I think it's best to leave some songs untouched. You know, after all, it is my policy not to remix perfection. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you thought it was pretty. Is there anything that you want from me at TwitchCon? Not necessarily that I can bring things back so much as like, is there something that you would like for me to get a picture of or share or do that I can bring back and be like, yeah, here it is. Make good connections at con. I can do that. Have fun at TwitchCon and bring home some girls for really good purposes is a bad joke. I mean, that's not outside of the realm of possibility. But, duly noted. Make good connections, have fun, bring home some girls. Just bring back good memories. Booba pics from all the VTubers. I don't think I can promise that one, but, I mean, the only ones that I can really provide are my own, and, well, I'll get back to you in a sec. Eat a strawberry. Ooh, you're really getting demanding there. This might be cheesy, but we want you to be happy and smiling this weekend. I will do my best. Yeah, I'll see to it. I have a feeling that this will be a fantastic weekend, one that I very much have already been looking forward to and very much need. There's been a lot going on. Have fun on my date with Cotton. I don't think the actual day is happening. We haven't been able to like square up a specific time. I'm kind of hoping that certain things work out from like last year that can happen again this year, but I'm not counting on it. And as such, I'm not sure if there's going to be anything to that effect. But we'll see. I would not decline to do that with that. It'll just happen during the maid event. She'll spirit you away. I would not definitely be against this. So I think the implication is we were talking about meeting. So when I prank called Cotton, the implication that would be that we met at, oh, Kurihime Hanamura, hello Raiders, how y'all doing? We are on the tail end of stream today, but thank you so much for popping in. I hope you're doing amazing. If we have not met, I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. I make Eurobeat music that's been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matara Kanavi Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and the beloved Discord song. The Odyssey Mark II is finished. Ooh, I would love to see it. But yeah, no. So when I was in that prank call with Cotton, we were talking about like potentially meeting up at TwitchCon and the notion of like soju and Yakult. I think it was like soju and Yakult being a good combination. Like, oh yeah, we'll see how we go after. We'll get that or something. And in the moment, it was the right thing to say. In practice, I don't know if we're actually still doing that because Cotton's schedule is pretty full from what I understand. I wonder who pranked who on that call. That's the thing, I don't know. The fact that I was not a complete puddle by the end of it. Like, I was ready, okay. I was gonna do my best, but I was ready to be like a full tilt, like, megalodon puddle at the end of it. Like, completely, utterly just done, gone and flustered. The fact that I held together as well as I did, I wear that as a badge of honor. Like, I wear that as, like, I survived. Gosh, that call between Cotton and Megalodon was so fun. That's like, wait, I think this is a, what do you mean voice? Oh, this is not your normal voice? Nah, I'm just messing with you. I'm just like, it was very cute. It was very cute. When I'm through with you. So sorry again, I can't come to TwitchCon. That is okay, Hannah. I will see you again at some other TwitchCon, maybe. Someday. It will happen. It will happen. I was a champ. Thank you. I like to think I did good in that call. Mega is also very funny and just herself. I am not as familiar with Megalodon. She seems fun though. She seems goofy and like my kind of streamer. I think the only reason I haven't gone to like watch more streamers is because like I have my few that I already struggle to watch regularly as it is. And it can be tricky, it can be hard. All right, friends, it is that time. It's gonna be a few days before I see you again, but I am so excited for TwitchCon and to come home with TwitchCon. To have things to tell you and share with you and just enjoy. This is not goodbye. This is see you in about a week. See you in a little under a week, in fact. Gamer, I think I'm gonna decline that because I have my own words to say to chat before we go. I'm going to miss you. Wherever I go during this upcoming weekend or the next few days, I will have you with me in my heart. And I am eager just as much for my departure to TwitchCon as I am for my return to share it with you. Mwah! And on that note, let's go ahead and raid. I think we wanted to raid Zaryberry, right? All right. Let's get the raid going. Let's see, raid. Zari. Berry. Boop. All right, guys, gals, NB pals, I will see you all next week. Bye-bye. It's Scotty to see. Bye-bye. Mwah.